Welcome to Those Guys Podcast. I'm the host of Chiz.
I'm Susie Q.
Way King with the mask.
Way King with the mask.
The mask.
The Meg.
The Meg.
Big sweep.
Big sweep.
Low mid. I'm getting kind of hungry right now.
Hey.
Hungry.
Fitz and Martini, you know what it is. Go ahead, Martini.
Yeah, baby. Once again.
Ding ding.
Yes.
So today, I would say we got the two big stars from Fitz and Martini boxing.
Woo woo. Martini.
I'm just gonna.
Whoa.
Can we just give a round
It's
of
a
applause
Fitzel.
for what they just achieved?
Good job.
Where's my Cuban at? Where's my Cuban at?
Subscribe on our YouTube channel, and it's just the beginning. Fellas.
Hey, look, I'm proud of you guys.
Me too. I'm getting really kind of hungry, man.
I know.
Can we,
I need like Cuban, man. Where's my cigar at?
Your wish is my command.
Look.
Where's my cigar at?
I know.
Look, the funny thing about it is that the last video that we shot, it was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen because we're filming and the girl shows up and we're just kind of like in shock and we're just like, yo, the outfit that she has on, that shit is wild. And then Lil Big's face is just like, he just looks, he looks at me, he looks, and then he looks at his cup, and then he just sits there.
We got some beautiful super shit, man. That's how we roll, baby.
He had two hands on his cup, like
Two hands.
Am I seeing this
I
right?
only drinking my
We're trying
glass.
to play. We got more
My
where
hands
that
are
came from.
occupied.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely. You ain't
I'm
seen
being
nothing yet.
innocent.
I
No
have
Norman, did you
no
like what you
free
saw?
hands right now.
You know, hey.
Loma, did you like what you saw?
Listen. I'm telling you, my boy Loman had it in his mind. He was like, no graffiti. Come on. No graffiti.
First of all, I didn't even think graffiti was passing us by.
No.
We were all in shock that day because you gotta understand the girls who. Okay, so in all the videos that we shot for Fitz and Martini boxing, we've always had like models in swimsuits, or wearing just like a nice dress. Then we had one night we had a clown, and we were just like, yo, we had to joke on that one. But then like she shows up, and then we're just like, okay, let's see if she's gonna put on a bathing suit. She ain't put on a bathing suit. I thought it was you know how like in college they used to have
Shout
those
out to Lola Mirage.
Shout
We loving
out.
it. You know
they
what
used to
I'm
have those
Yeah,
pajama
shout
parties.
out. Yeah.
That's basically what it looked like.
She was going to bed.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
I'ma put you to bed.
Hey,
To
love
bed.
it.
Joaquin with the mask sounding like R. Kelly.
We do not condone R. Kelly-ism in here.
We do not condone R. Kelly's actions in this place. But no, like I mean, just the way how you guys are with your show, it's really awesome. I love the setup. I love how you guys are you guys know your shit.
Yeah,
but
they're
at
so
the same
researched.
time, it's very debatable, and that's what I love about it. It's like you guys debate on it. You guys know your boxers. You guys know like. You know your shit at the end of the day, and then on top of it, you always got something new in the box. If it's not cigars, it's the Cuban food.
man.
If it's not the Cuban food,
Hey,
it's cupcakes.
but we've been doing
if it's
this-
not light up cups.
Hey.
It's hot chicks.
We've
and
been
I'm like,
cereal.
Cereal.
We've been doing this for
Cereal.
18 years, but we decided to share with the world, man. The world got to see the chemistry that we got, man. Me and the Fitz been have chemistry for 18 plus years. We've been doing it, so it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad to share this with everybody. And it's not it's just the beginning. We're just touching the tip of the iceberg. It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get better. You're
Thank
gonna
you
love this.
so much, man, for even condoning us on this show.
Of course, man.
And at the end of the day, man, like if you love it and they love it, man, then we're doing a
And
great
and
thing.
and it ain't the same because you're the fan. You've been we've had 5
Right.
videos, and you've been a fan on every one. Shout out to the Chiz, bro.
Look,
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
my thing is that I always wanted to like debate with people on boxing because I love boxing, but then everybody got into the MMA and then boxing kind of took its little
Took a
mini
little back
hiatus.
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what? In my heart, boxing will always be number one because it was the original sport that everyone ran to back in the day, and even now they're running to it now. But I just feel disrespected right now. Y'all thinking that my mic game is not set up. Y'all don't have to be leaning into the mic. The mic is all around. We can hear y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all set this up well. Y'all over here leaning like y'all sipping out of a cup. Look at
You're
it.
doing
Look
it.
at him.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
But we already know who's Anthony Joshua's biggest fan
Hey,
is.
look,
bro.
hey,
We
yes,
know who
yes,
that is.
The reason why I respect Joshua is because I'm a big soccer fan. So, and then I have a lot of family that's in the UK, so I watch a lot of Sky Sports.
Right.
And with Sky Sports, they're always talking about British boxers. They're always talking about everything British. So you kind of come up and I saw Joshua when he was coming up in the Olympics, and they were talking about him becoming pro. I saw when everybody was raving about Ricky Hatton. I saw when they were raving about how the Klitschko's were running through Europe and doing all this stuff. So I loved it, but like I said, I never really had anybody to debate with it.
Right.
But now I got you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna debate. Definitely
So
debate.
definitely check out the channel. The channel.
And Joshua, is to you what Mayweather is to the Fitz. The Fitz saw Mayweather come up as a youngster. When I didn't even believe in Mayweather, I was like, yo, this is just another chump, another dude on the block. The Fitz was like, yo, I see something special in this dude. This guy came to be one of the greatest boxers of all time, one of the greatest of all time. And I'm giving him his props now.
Yo, Fitz,
but hold up. He's the smartest boxer of all time, not the greatest, but the smartest. But the Fitz saw talent in him before he was Money Mayweather, before he was Pretty Boy Floyd, before that. He saw talent. I didn't see it. So the Fitz, Joshua's to you what Mayweather is to the Fitz. So I kind of feel that.
How much pride did you just swallow just a minute ago to say all that?
That was a little hard.
Oh.
Mayweather did take out a lot of great boxing legends, but I mean you can't be mad at that. At the end of the day, he had to put up the work and he did. So
That's true.
All work is easy work.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is that me personally, I saw him, when I saw him box, I was like, yo, he got it. But can he hold that undefeated run? And golly, he held it. And if you look back, not even...
I mean, there was dudes that did it. There was dudes that did that.
Yeah, but it was like
50
back in the day.
Well, like Julio Cesar Chavez, he went 50-0, but then he continued boxing, and he eventually lost. But you still got to give the man his respect. You know what I mean? He's one of the greatest to ever do it. But this ain't a boxing show. Let's get on with the program, baby.
But we still got to promote
You know what I'm saying?
man. We got to promote that show.
I appreciate
Just like
it.
Jesus and
How
Mero,
you
they
feel,
promote
Fitz?
their show, we got to promote you. So we want to thank y'all for being on the show.
Word.
Y'all were always those guys from the beginning, but
Yes, sir.
we had to push the show and give it a better production, give it a good background,
And it's working.
and give it a little titties and ass every time we go.
Woo.
Yo, I'm telling you,
What?
yo, wait, Keem, you should have seen Lo. Lo was sipping. Lo had this big ass ice. He had a big ass iceberg sitting in his
My
cup
snow cone.
because he couldn't even cut the ice in the ice box, so it's sitting in his cup. And then you just see his eyes, like he looked like a ninja just hiding over the ice, just looking just at the girl. And then she walking by, and everyone's just like, "Yo, she don't got no underwear." And then it was.
That's confidence. I love it when a beautiful woman has confidence. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And we all had Henny in my system that night, so it was on.
Oh yeah,
You had that Tennessee.
Yeah, of course.
and him and Susie
Henny
Q.
make it
Him and Susie
friendly.
Q was like, "Damn, like." They about this. They really about this.
Not
And
playing games.
you wanna know the funny thing about it? While Lo was looking at the girl, I was looking at the food. I was like, I'm
we
sitting
had-
there,
we
I'm
had-
looking at it,
yo.
and it was some good ass Cuban.
Yeah, it
food.
was some bomb ass Cuban.
We have some Cuban sandwiches, some tostones. So we don't just fuck with the girls. We got the food too.
All you
Fuck
need
with
to
the-
know is
And
that
we have real rum from Cuba, imported from
Yeah.
Cuba.
all you need to
That
know
El
is that
Legendario. Don't fuck with me.
all you
El
need to know
Legendario.
is that I
That's
was
some
looking
real
at the
shit.
food like, please don't
Some
let them
real
spit
Cuban
on
rum.
it.
Yeah.
Because I want some of that.
And he danced just to clear his plate when it was time to wrap it up.
We had the Presidente cigar. We had the fucking Cohibas. Yo, we
They
got
was
everything.
ready. They literally all we was missing was a beach backdrop. That was it.
Beach backdrop.
Literally, that's all we was missing.
said,
The next one
Hey,
will be
Woody.
hotter. The next one will
Hey,
be
Woody.
hotter.
Oh yeah.
Don't sleep.
Happy birthday, Woody.
Happy birthday, Woody.
birthday.
Foul-mouthed
Happy
assassin.
birthday.
The
Assassin.
foul-mouthed assassin.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
But nah, it was probably one that you know how like you go through a week and you're like, man, I can't wait for fucking Friday. I can't wait for fucking Friday. Like now that we do these productions, it's like, God, geez, this week is gonna go by so fast because we got Tuesday night, we shooting this, and then we got Friday night, we got the podcast. So it's like, damn,
It's real
so
tough.
like even when Mondays come, you're just like, shit, I got another week. But then tomorrow night, it's
can't
like,
wait.
yo, can't wait because
Yep.
we gonna pregame and then do the boxing show.
And we're gonna eat right, and we're gonna have
And
fun.
it's fun, man. It was
Yeah.
it was literally fun. Like it honestly, it was probably one of the funnest episodes we shot, besides the one with the Asian model you guys had.
Okay.
That was an interesting night.
And that night we had Drunken Noodles. Susie
Shout out to Miss Chris X.
Chris X, Instagram. Yo, even Susie liked the Drunken Noodles on that night. And honestly, that wasn't even the best,
Dude,
girl. We're going to feed you the best.
Not
That
gonna
wasn't
lie,
the best.
every time you guys do a show and you guys get the food, that food is
it.
always on fucking point.
Yo,
God,
we're not
jeez.
fucking around.
Dude, first of all, the Chinese was banging, bro. Chinese, it wasn't even Chinese, it was Thai. But geez Louise, it was banging. I was like, I went home, and all I saw was Susan. I was like, Susan, what are you doing? She was like, yo, I was like, what? She was like, yo, where the fuck did Joe get this? And I was like, I don't know. I'll ask
I'm a
him.
promoter. It's Thai Delicious, man, in Altamont Springs, Orlando, Florida. Thai Delicious, yo.
I was gonna say y'all
But-
should start shouting out where you
You
get
know
your
what I'm saying?
food
But-
if everybody
Yeah, definitely,
loving
definitely.
the food.
We're gonna give them love. But it ain't over. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that Cuban food was bad. It was
All
so
right, we
good.
gonna
It
do
was
Thai
so good
delicious.
that we
Thai
was
delicious.
sneaking to eat it. And then he was getting mad, and I was like, I ain't gonna touch it. And as soon as they wrapped up, I just grabbed the plate. I was like, give me that shit.
He's like, yo, we gonna eat good.
Yo, Loman, how was that Cuban sandwich?
Yeah, that shit was banging.
Yeah.
Yo, like, yo.
First of all,
Boom. Do we fuck around?
Right.
This
Cuban was
motherfucker
fire.
with the Cuban sandwich. So he had the Cuban, and he had his drink in his
Oh.
hand. He was like, yo.
Yo.
Making love to that food.
Raw man fit flow.
He was worried about the food. He was looking at the chick.
He's like, yo.
He was like, yo.
So he said,
He's like,
yo.
yo.
You gotta understand.
He's like,
Typical old man.
he was like, wait till I tell Wait King with the mask. I was like, we need to get Wait King with the mask on the next one. Right.
You gotta understand. I was pre-gaming with the Hennessy, and just for the fact that the outfit, it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was nice.
It was
nice.
It was like, this is real.
Dude, when she sat down, I was like, she don't got
Yeah.
this is real.
Yeah. I'm like,
mad love, low
All you need to know is lingerie and pasties.
Word.
lingerie and pasties.
That's
Mhm.
it. That's it.
It's nothing.
That's all.
Ain't nothing to
So-
talk about. We got more to come.
Check out Fitz and Martini.
out Fitz and Martini boxing.
Yeah. As we head into our next topic, I'm going to talk about a little love that we did on the last podcast. So definitely check it out if you're a big wrestling fan. But
Yes.
WrestleMania is coming to Tampa.
And those guys
Yeah.
podcast, we gonna be in that.
And those guys podcast, I'm going to try so we can do a car ride.
We could do a little live joint.
Yeah, do a live joint in the car and see if we can do that. But that's
Okay.
going to be fun. We're trying to get it as a group.
Yes,
Um,
let's do it, baby.
We're trying to really go see it because one thing in life that I always said I wanted to do was I wanted to go to WrestleMania. That was one of my goals. I used to watch it on TV a lot, and I'd be like, man,
You've never been to a WrestleMania?
If I can go to WrestleMania, and when that shit came to
You've
Orlando,
never been to a WrestleMania?
No, when it
haven't
came to
either.
Orlando, I went.
Okay.
Stop
okay,
playing.
Okay.
When I went to Orlando, I was like, dude, this is something that I have to go to. And my boy showed up, like I told you in the last story. He was like, yo, the person I was supposed to go with, they tapped out.
Right.
I got an extra ticket. I was like,
Damn
sweet.
right.
Did you have to ask fucking twice?
Sweet.
I got this brunch in the morning. As soon as I'm done, I went to a brunch, had like fucking 7 mimosas, and I was lit with some Captain Crunch. No, not Captain Crunch. It was cinnamon toast crunch French toast.
The taste you can see.
Bro.
Yo,
I was there. I was there that night with my ex-wife. A beautiful time, you know what I mean? It was WrestleMania in Orlando was beautiful.
you didn't go with Frazzle Dazzle?
Frazzle Dazzle was in the building, but he was not with me. I was with the wifey at the time.
Okay.
But I'm glad that you went. Frazzle Dazzle, I was there. This one, those guys gonna be there.
Yeah.
We all gonna be there.
We gonna be
It's gonna be a live
riding.
event for you guys.
Definitely.
You guys gonna love this.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Check out Yost Racing page.
Yes.
Totally,
yes.
definitely, I shout him out.
Yost built.
If you're into
Yost
cars
Built.
and you're into racing, Yost Built, check it out.
Word.
Really good page. He's got some, dude, he had a fucking minivan that he fucking
turboed.
souped up and turboed.
He basically
yeah.
rebuilt
Oh
the
my
engine
God.
in it. You know what I mean?
Yo,
This guy-
I'm not
hilarious.
gonna lie. I
This
wanted
guy-
to hook up my
Yes.
mom's minivan for the
Nah,
longest.
that minivan only track. It's track built.
Yeah.
This,
I'm telling
yes,
you, bro.
yes.
You don't understand the reality.
If you're
dog.
into cars
Like, that shit is
and
real.
messing with engines and making modifications,
Mhm.
Yost Built
Yost Built. And he
Built.
said that he was at WrestleMania.
on
too.
YouTube.
So, but WrestleMania is set. Like, I can't wait for it. I just don't know what the card is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting to
It'll be
see.
a
I know
horrible
it's
card.
probably gonna be good.
We gonna act up anyway.
So yeah, we gonna have some fun. It definitely looks good. And like I said, check out the last podcast because we did like go into depth into like
Do we know
wrestlers.
Do we know what arena it's gonna be held in? Because I know the last one was at the hockey stadium out there in Tampa, and
was it held in the hockey? It could be held in the hockey
no,
stadium.
I'm sorry. The last pay-per-view I went to, it was held at a hockey.
It's probably gonna more than likely be held in that Tampa's football field.
Okay.
More than
Yeah,
likely.
yeah. Normally they do open.
Anyway,
open
it's
arenas
on
for-
Channel Side.
for
Channel Side got a
WrestleManias.
lot of. Channel Side got a lot of good,
Yeah,
bars and places we can hit up, and definitely,
Pre-game.
No, we gonna
WrestleMania.
figure him out.
And it's gonna be
Pre-WrestleMania.
it's gonna be Susie
Yeah.
Q's first WrestleMania.
Whoa.
WrestleMania, Susie Q
And mine.
in the building. She gonna give you some sweet chin music.
So who's your favorite wrestler, Susie Q?
You.
It's gonna be
Ooh.
Shawn Michaels, isn't it?
Ah.
No.
Well, she likes
Because-
it.
It's gonna be Chisholm.
She likes it when you
The
put
big
her in
shiz.
that, in that Walls of Jericho. She likes
Oh,
The figure 4,
break
baby.
the walls down.
Figure 4.
Will
you pick her up and give it a DDT?
My favorite was always been Hulk Hogan.
Hulk
Okay.
Hogan.
That's not
Yeah, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong.
Relax.
We got-
Legend.
for
That's
real.
the only
Matter of
person
fact,
she knows.
He was at the press conference.
That's the only
Yeah, he
person she
was.
knows.
He was at the press
Yeah,
conference.
he's always been. And then after that was The Rock,
Oh,
but
The
I
Rock,
didn't
that's
really
my
watch
dog.
too much, but
Mhm.
it's hilarious.
Sorry, The Rock.
The Rock was good.
It's carried on.
He's alright.
We gotta-
It doesn't matter.
It's Hogan.
It's alright.
So before we even jump into that, so we got you here now.
Yes.
Fitz, top 5 wrestlers. Give it to me now.
Give it.
Go.
Give it.
Top 5.
Let's go.
And don't say Bam Bam Bigelow because I'll bust your ass.
Mr. Perfect. That's
Hey.
Okay.
all right.
Mr. Perfect.
Alright, perfect plex. You can't mess with that move. As a young kid, flipping the kid, doing his back, perfect plex.
Okay, Mr.
You know what I'm
Perfect.
saying? You just can't deny that move, man. You gotta have so much athleticism on you, so much ability to pull a guy up over you and kind of flip him and keep him in that plex. By doing damn near a backstroke on the canvas. He's one of the best dudes out there in terms of athleticism. $1 Million Man.
Whoa.
Yeah,
The
Money,
man,
money, money.
Show with the
I
briefcase.
don't give a damn what you say, man. Listen, everybody wants to have a house, a car, somewhere to, you know what I'm saying, to call their own. This man was putting $100 in people's mouths after he was whooping their ass.
Yo, everybody got a price for the $1 million
$1 dream with, you know what I'm saying, the whole crew out there.
So you got Mr. Perfect, $1 Million
Million
Man.
Man.
What you got?
$1 Million Man.
What's your third?
Yo, that's funny.
You can't deny, this for the ladies, man. And shout out to the ladies tonight. This is National Independent Women's Day.
International
Shout out
Women's
for all the women out there, man. Without y'all, we could never be the best us.
Damn right.
Man, I like that right there. Yo, Ravishing Rick Rude. You know what I'm saying?
The Buddha
Out
wake me,
there
baby.
doing that here.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do out there for the ladies, keeping them airtight. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the demographics, keeping the percentages correctly. You gotta have a dude out there that's representing for the ladies, man.
Pause real quick. When he said for the ladies, you know what I was thinking? I was like, I know this motherfucker's not about to say, but I'll fucking beat it.
Now, Ravishing Rick Rude was Ravishing Rick Rude was nasty.
I come with
Yo,
the
cause his
legends,
little pants used to like do little smooch kisses on all that. Yo, you can't fuck
You
with
ain't
that.
no legend if you don't know
Yeah.
Ravishing Rick Rude. You had the
Word.
motherfucking face on the back, the whole nine out there.
Yo, that was
You know what I'm saying?
a classic shit, boss.
So what you got? What you got?
I'm gonna flip over to WCW on number 4 for
Okay.
Ric Flair.
Okay.
The Golden Boy.
Yeah. You have to.
You have to.
About to do my walk over to that Tennessee.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Ric Flair.
Shout out to Ric Flair.
For doing it
He did
his
it, you know
way,
what I'm
more than anything, man.
Right.
He was one of the greatest wrestlers. But at the same time, man, he
was a
really
great-
lived that life.
Yo,
Yeah.
About it.
He
Fucking
really had the
lived that.
greatest. He had the fur coats. He had the diamond rings.
Right.
He had the limousines. He had the women.
Right.
He made not only flashy people, but a lot of people from the African American community
Right.
and people from the underground and people
Right.
from the have-nots look up to a guy like Ric Flair and say, man, this dude is out here winning.
Right.
We want to be like that when we make a little dollar in our pocket.
Right.
So dudes like Snoop Dogg and other celebrities, man, they give him the ultimate respect.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause
for
Snoop Dogg is a big wrestling fan because of Ric
Oh yeah,
Flair.
oh yeah, oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. So he's a legend.
Right.
Without, and of course, man, just like wifey said right here, man, Hulk Hogan, man. Yo, do you think you know what's going down, brother? You know, all my Hulkamaniacs out there.
All my Hulkamaniacs.
And let me say this right here. I love Hulk Hogan, but when I went to my first strip club at where was it in Tampa? I can't remember the name, but a guy that came right after me when I got through the door. Shout out to the late great Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
He came in right, like literally after me, man.
Yo, him and Hulk Hogan.
The Slim Jim come. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This guy brought what it needs to be in order to be one of those great characters in wrestling. And if you don't mind me giving a little notable 7, the great Ultimate Warrior.
Well, we went from 5 to 7.
Yeah. Because there's too many breaks out there.
Hold on.
The Ultimate Warrior, when he was banging down them ropes, he wasn't even fighting. He was leaning on rope to rope to rope, stringing the ropes down with the damn veins coming out of it. It made you do about 100 push-ups. Did it not?
Yeah.
The man was blood red, and he was like, yo, I need to get in shape. When he threw a guy out the ring, he said, you know what? I could be somebody in life. I don't know who I'm going to be yet. But when I see my man Ultimate Randy Savage, my man Ultimate Warrior out here throwing dudes twice his size out the ring, you can't deny that, man. Shout out to the late great Ultimate Warrior, the late great Macho Man Randy Savage, and all the wrestling, fanatics and everybody out there, man. Greats out there.
So let's give Martini his. Martini, what you got? Your top 5.
Well, I want to start off by first saying rest in peace, King Kong Bundy, who just passed away at a couple of days ago, I believe. King Kong Bundy. Other than Andre the Giant, he was the second biggest dude of the 80s, most feared big dude of back in the day. So King Kong Bundy, you in my top 5, man. That's one dude that when he stepped in the ring, you just didn't know what was going to happen. So I also want to give a shout out to actually my top 5. Okay, so Hulk Hogan, definitely one of them. I'm not going to elaborate. The Fitz just did. Hulk Hogan was a legend. The Ultimate Warrior would definitely be number 2. If I had to go with number 3, I'm going with the Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful was just all that, man.
He's Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he was just wonderful, man. So I got Paul Orndorff 3, Bret the Hitman Hart goes into 4th right there. Not only a great champion, but also a great tag team partner. And rest in peace to his partner, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who just passed away as well. And so those are legends to me. The Fitz already touched up on a couple of guys, that I also felt top 5 dudes.
Okay, all right. There you go. What about you, Wakeem?
Bro,
5.
of course, top, The Rock.
Okay.
Always been a big fan of The
Rock
Rock.
is number 1.
Yeah,
what you got for 2?
People's Elbow. Stone Cold, Steve Austin.
People's champion.
That People's Elbow.
Yeah, I have Stone Cold, man.
Stone Cold.
We had Stone Cold as number 1.
It sounds like Joaquin coming out with the attitude era.
Yeah, there you go.
Stone Cold. You know what I'm saying? Shit, drinking beers and wilding out. You know what he doing.
Stunning everybody.
I gotta give it to my dog Rafiki.
Rikishi.
I don't give a fuck. This is not forever. I will call him Rafiki.
That stink face, man. Nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, even that.
Unless it's a stink face match. Hey!
Dog
Stinky face match.
Sticky
King Lawler.
What you got?
Alright. Mankind.
Okay.
Mankind.
Big 4 Mankind. What you got is your 5. What you got is your 5?
Trendsetter.
And Undertaker.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
How many?
Just to let you know that Swede doesn't think that The Undertaker is a great wrestler.
Oh, sweet. We got
How many WrestleManias did
We
he
got
win
beef. My man came back
yeah.
from the dead.
Yeah, okay. He's a great character. Technically wrestling.
He's
Okay.
technically one of the best wrestlers.
But he's intimidating.
One of the legends. He's a legend, and he had how many world wrestling belts did this guy have?
Not a lot, actually.
If you put me in the ring with Undertaker, I'm like, leave me alone.
Dude, first of all, I told you everything about him.
His
One of the
ring
best.
entrance song, one of the best.
Well,
ring
yeah,
entrances.
well, of course, yes. I'm not, great character.
Great character.
Yeah, great. But Snake Eyes, really? Is that really?
Okay.
besides the tombstone,
remember, he was
he's
a
the only guy in WWE that can do the tombstone.
And that just
You
started
realize
a war.
that,
Remember, he was the American badass.
That
Wasn't he the American badass for a little bit?
Let's not forget that he
was
had
good.
he
had
had
different
Kid Rock
personas.
as his theme song.
I know, right?
Let's
Yeah.
not forget that.
Whoa.
But,
That was good. My favorite was You're Gonna Pay.
okay.
That was
Joaquin,
What
great
you got, Meg? What you got?
Meg, what you got, man?
Everybody likes the Hulk, so that's just a given. So
Duh.
I'm not even gonna count him.
I like him. I like
that's
him.
just-
No,
You
but
can't,
it's
that's your
it's
favorite.
your top
It's
five.
your top
Yeah.
Well, I know,
It's
but
your top.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's a pretty
I'm surprised nobody
universal.
dropped Razor Ramon. Only Woody did, but Woody's Cuban, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But go on.
I mean, you
bad
can't
guy.
forget Stone
You know
Cold,
what?
like he said,
No, it's true.
The Rock, of course,
Mhm.
The Undertaker,
Okay.
Sting, and John Cena.
Oh, we got a John Cena.
You can't see me with my Tony Yo-Yo.
John Cena is the 2000s Hulk Hogan.
Yo,
Yeah, pretty much.
no lie. So we're at work,
Wait.
and
I'm
Martini's
sorry. I'm
like,
sorry.
Martini's like, hey, what do you think about this order? So I turn around and I'm like, he's like, it doesn't matter what you think about this order because you can't see me. And I'm like,
Always had a painted mask.
how does this work?
Yo, we be having fun. We
Oh, man.
a little wrestling reference there, but Meg, I love your top 5.
All right, so we got some good top
But
5.
y'all didn't think I knew about that.
Look, we don't
You
put it
just
against
Googled
anyone.
her name.
No, I actually didn't.
Nice.
I've known them. There was one I had to think of. I was like, man, he always painted his face.
First-
Who the fuck is he?
Sting.
So yes, I had to look up
Yeah,
the name, and I
Sting.
was like, I'm pretty sure it's this. And I looked it up. I
But
was
the
like, yeah,
Meg
okay,
did
that's
mention
it.
the pretty boys of wrestling. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? She did
yeah.
put the John Cena. You know
Yeah,
what lady
Gotta
doesn't
put
like
that
John Cena.
John Cena.
I remember going to boxing events. I'm sorry, WWE events, and the guys would be like, Cena sucks, and all the women, we love Cena, and then all the guys would be like, Cena sucks. So
Yeah, it's like
she-
a battle
yeah,
between
it's
sexes.
definitely
Because he
a-
can pull him.
I'm not gonna lie. I never hated John Cena. I was like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing I didn't like about John Cena is that he's from Boston,
Yeah.
and I'm a New York cat, so I
Boo.
can't support.
I'm just saying, what's up with the female wrestlers though? Y'all ain't got
But
no
I still,
Stephanie McMahon.
when we had the wrestling, I had a shirt on. I had the Cena shirt. on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No questions asked.
I had a CM Punk shirt on, but
I used to watch wrestling all the time.
That's what's up.
All the time.
I'm gonna go with my Roman
I've always
Reigns one,
wanted to
so
go.
everybody can boo me.
Yeah.
Hey, shout outs to my Uncle June, wrestling. I gotta say that one time.
wrestling.
That's what he used to call it every day. He used to bug the crap out of me as a kid. Like, come on, boys, let's go watch some wrestling.
I want Loman, what's your top 5? Loman, you sitting there
The
like
funny part
Don't
is
make
that-
it.
I don't
Don't
like
make
it.
it top 5.
Yeah.
You want some raisins?
You even listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listen to the podcast. Are you subscribed to the podcast?
Sweet.
He was there too.
Yeah,
It was me, James, and
So
Sweet.
you've been at the podcast
I'm
for
fucked
a
up.
while.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
So just run down your top 5 so they know. Sweet.
I have no idea. I don't remember that long.
Sweet, you didn't even give us your top 5. You
Yes,
gave
I
us
did.
the top 3.
Top
No,
five.
He gave us the top one that he does not like.
No,
Undertaker.
top five.
You said you didn't like the Undertaker. You didn't give me a no.
No,
No, I
he had
like
some
it.
pretty good ones. He had some pretty good ones. You check out the podcast.
So, yeah,
All
sure.
right, well, what
And me and Jose, we were kind of same. I think like we had like 2 or 3 that were off.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, Eddie
Yeah.
Guerrero.
I ain't cheating
Rey
the Steelers.
Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. I dig Rey Mysterio.
Latino Heat.
I had who did I had
I liked a lot
I had
of them.
who was it? Mine was Stone Cold, Rock,
Latino Heat.
Rock, Shawn Michaels, I
Another
had
good
Rob
one.
Van Dam, and then I had God, who's my fifth?
MVP.
You would
Jeez,
like Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, Ron Van
Dudley
Dam was
Boys.
nasty.
nah.
But top 5 though, we are talking top 5.
Yeah, we are talking top 5.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
swear
and I
I
had
thought-
Hogan. Hogan
Yeah,
was
you
my
did.
last.
Yeah, okay.
He-
I know I had
Yo, I'm not gonna
also
lie.
my
If
top
you
one.
ever get a chance to, just check it out. Go on YouTube. Check out Macho Man and Hogan's like their you know their
The
post.
matches.
Yeah.
No, not their matches. They had like the little post shows that they had. Dude, I swear they were on some like hardcore coke when they did that. And they're looking at each other and they're like, I don't know what's gonna happen here, brother, but I just feel like when these both hands collide, like the world is gonna explode. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and I'm busting out laughing. And I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I just don't know what he's just. And dude, you can literally see that they are 2 things. They're either coked up or they're on some next level heroin, bro. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. And they're like moving their arms, and like and you see
Could be both.
You see Mean Gene in the middle of it, and they're just moving their arms, and they're just like, I don't know, it's just it's just when it happens, it's gonna happen, and they're not even touching each other's hands.
Yo,
It's hilarious.
The Ultimate Warrior and the Hulk Hogan ones are amazing, bro.
Dude,
watch the Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
You gotta watch it. It's
Look
Macho
on the
Man,
Hulk
Randy
Hogan.
Savage, and
Or you gotta watch the Ray. God damn it. The Jay Lethal and
Ric Flair?
Oh my God! Yeah,
dude, but he sounded exactly like
like
that. Was the crazy thing.
Yes.
And then Ric Flair was wigging out. He was like taking his jacket off.
Yeah,
and
his
he was
shoes
taking
off,
his
his
shoes
shoes
off.
off,
Like,
his shoes.
What is going on here? And the guy is outside, just like he was like. He was like, it looked like the four horsemen came
I
in the
love
ring.
that. I love
And
that.
shit, the shit. And
I love that.
they all went nuts, bro. I was like, yo.
I would've
this
loved
probably
to
was the
see
best
Ric
Ric
promo.
Flair's losing his mind.
But definitely,
Classic,
as we segue out, but definitely WrestleMania is coming to Tampa.
Those guys gonna be there.
Definitely
Those
can't wait
guys
for it.
gonna be there.
It's gonna be probably it's gonna be one of my most iconic ones because it is 2020.
Yeah.
Like we made it that far to 2020. We got WrestleMania, big event. So it's gonna be awesome. Like I can't wait for that. So I'm super stoked for that.
Me
For
too.
sure.
So as we jump into some, I'm just gonna keep it on the sports thing, and then we can switch into like lifestyle stuff later. But March Madness is coming up.
Whoa.
And,
Yes.
I'm definitely a big advocate of it because I love the rush.
The
of
bracket.
college basketball.
The bracket.
Like, from my New
One
York
and
days.
done.
Bracket buster, baby.
My New York days, my hometown has bred the most UConn athletes. Like I went to, I lived in Mount Vernon, so we had a lot of Mount Vernon high school kids who went on to like UConn, Pitt, St. John's, and all those other schools. But UConn was like my team. I have family that went to UConn. I have cousins who played in UConn. So Susie Q
over here disappointed.
is wild.
Well,
You can't see Susie.
UConn is my team.
UConn is going to be in the tournament this year.
I know. So then normally if UConn's not going to be in it, I'll switch up to either North Carolina, or I'll jump into. I'll go for a Cinderella story because most of the time the Cinderella stories always do me good. Like UConn has always been a Cinderella story every time that they've been in the tournament. So and they always do good.
Yeah,
So.
I'm usually at Duke or Syracuse.
Oh, Duke doing it this year.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson.
Badgers.
My little jersey come in the
Wisconsin
little
Badgers.
coming through. What did you say? Wisconsin Badgers.
That's right.
They doing it.
Yeah, they do good. They
So in the
always
top
do
25.
good.
So we'll go around and we'll start our team. So Sweet, what you got? Who's your team? So you said
Wisconsin Badgers, man.
Okay.
Represent.
Low man, what you got?
Syracuse and Duke.
Syracuse and Duke. Oh, I hate. Hold up. Pause real quick before you get into it, Fitz.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say that I dislike Syracuse because UConn and Syracuse always in the Big East when they used to go at it. It was those the teams. But I'm just gonna say, Huskies all day. UConn. Let's go, baby.
Syracuse.
What you got, Fitz? Who your team?
Yeah, I'm a homer. I'll go with Duke this year.
You gonna Duke?
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going.
All right. What you got, Martini?
I'm definitely going Duke this year. Zion Williamson is the #1 draft pick.
But isn't he still injured?
No, he will be participating, and Duke will win a championship
Okay,
this year.
so I'm just gonna let you know, me and Low Mid are Knicks fans. We just need him to sit out for the rest of the season because we need him to be good for that.
But there's nothing really wrong with him. You know what I mean? He blew up his shoe. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's not a real serious injury.
Shout out to Nike for trying to kill somebody on the damn court.
I know, right? What's up with that? What's up with that?
Shout out to Nike.
All right, Susie Q, who's your NCAA basketball team?
She's like,
Like, what?
she's like, what's that?
NC what?
Susan's gonna.
Basketball.
Susan is a UF fan, so yes, college
Yes.
Oh
basketball.
yeah,
Okay, so she's UF.
UF anything.
The Knowles.
UF is.
That's how they know.
Oh, sorry, that's the Gators. No,
Yeah.
so
They're not made.
Sorry
They're
about that.
not in the tournament, guys.
UF is the Gators?
They're not in the
Not
tournament.
gonna make
I'm a
it.
nose fan.
They're not in the tournament, guys.
Well,
My
this
section
time.
and my
UF
Yo,
is
shout-
UF is normally like my
Shout
Cinderella
out to the
team.
Seminoles. I don't think they're making it in the
Nah,
tournament.
nah.
They might be NIT.
Only when it comes to football, I go for the nose.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't go
Nah,
for
even
those
if
for
it's
either.
football,
You better go for the Knights. Stop
I'm gonna
playing.
go for
Yeah.
UF.
Yo, I'm a St. John. Yo, Martini St. John's fan.
UCF.
Yes, Martini St. John's fan, but I St. John's ain't going nowhere.
UCF top choke.
They're probably
artist.
NIT, so I'm going Duke this year.
Oh.
Duke.
All right, what you got, Wakey? UCF.
Nice.
Ooh, UCF
So you like choke artists?
No!
Oh,
First of all,
Hold on, wait a minute. This is
What happened is we talked about
UCF. UCF just beat
I like the nice.
Cincinnati, so UCF is nasty.
Okay,
Don't
and you know
sleep
what they're
on-
gonna do?
That might be Cinderella this year.
Okay, you want me to tell you what they're gonna do? They're
8
gonna
Mile?
make the tournament.
Eight Mile?
Show.
8 Mile.
Just
They're gonna have them choking on that sword.
No, 8 Mile.
They're gonna be choking on
Just
their
like,
swords all day and night.
just
They
like
gonna
Wichita.
wear Christian.
Wichita will come in and have like the illest record,
Yeah.
and then when they get to
You
the
know what
tournament,
Wichita
what they
gonna
do?
do?
Ah.
To say, because Wichita about to sound like they about to fucking put a hex on somebody or some
First
shit.
of all, Wichita isn't even making the NIT this year.
No, they're not making
They
it
got a
this year.
losing record
Yeah.
this year, so we're not talking about Wichita this year.
UCF all the way. UCF Knights. Fuck this no. UCF Knights.
But yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
like a no.
Nah,
like
yo.
a no.
You better off for football than basketball, buddy.
Hey, I'm with football.
No, here's the thing.
UCF football and basketball.
We're not saying that they not gonna make the tournament. We know they'll make the tournament, but they gonna do what they exactly do. Show. Just like that time.
What?
Just like
They
that time
gonna
when
come
Reggie
back.
Miller,
They gonna come back.
What did Reggie Miller do to Spike Lee? What he do? He went
Yeah, he went
For
to-
basketball?
Who's in the Final Four?
Final
Yeah,
Four.
I don't know. I don't really follow college.
When the brackets come out, I'll tell you who's gonna be in the Final Four.
Purdue definitely.
Boston
Purdue might be on there.
College Or the Tar Heels.
I already know Duke is gonna be in the
Yeah,
Final Four. They
Duke,
cannot disappoint me.
Kentucky might.
I would say North Carolina, but North Carolina.
Oh, y'all gonna
too.
be really
Yeah,
surprised.
that's why I kind of just push them to the
They
side.
all gonna be
Years ago.
surprised when they see UCF up there.
Yeah, that's not gonna
They're
happen.
gonna be mad as shit.
That's not gonna happen.
But Virginia always does it. But Virginia.
Yeah.
The Knights?
Virginia
Yeah,
Tech.
Okay.
We're talking
Virginia Tech.
basketball. We're not talking football.
Virginia's downfall is Duke.
Virginia's
only
Yeah.
2 against Duke this year, so they go up against Duke, they're going out.
Here's what's
Again.
gonna happen. When we see the
Bracket.
tournaments before the brackets, that's when you can determine who's gonna do what.
Yeah, let's do our own March Madness. Those guys.
Yeah.
podcast
We can do
brackets.
it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll
do
do
it.
it.
I'm down for it.
We can
I'll be
definitely
sitting
do
here
it.
watching
So what
every
you got,
college
Meg?
game.
Because you looking at me with that scared face. Like, you don't
She's
know
like-
no team.
No, I don't
She
really
got a music
follow
video.
Say St. John's.
college
Just say St.
very
John's.
much, but
Just say
I
St.
mean,
John's.
Say St.
what I
John's.
did, it would be like the Tar Heels or Boston
After
College.
music video,
Okay.
are you down to
Why
come
Boston
through? Yo,
College?
8 o'clock.
She's a Boston
Boston.
fan.
Hello?
I'm not from
You
Boston.
like Patriots?
Yeah.
Hell.
I'm not from
Faggy ass
Boston.
Patriots.
Boston Red Sox and shit.
Fuck the Red Sox, Yankees all day.
In the garbage.
That's
you
how
see
they
that?
put
Throw
it
that
right
shit in
there.
the garbage.
You want
That's
me
a
to tell you
deal
how much I
breaker.
hate? You want me to tell you how much I
I
hate
do like
Boston?
LSU though.
You want me to tell you how much I
For
hate
football.
Boston?
For football.
My boss is a Bruins
Go
fan.
Tigers.
My boss is a Bruins fan, and I will literally walk into his office and be like, "Go Rangers!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruins suck." And he will look at me.
Maple
and
Leafs,
he'll be like,
Yeah.
"When's the last time you guys won a ring?" And then I walk out.
That's what this girl says to me. Oh,
But you know what?
It's called bandwagon.
That's
She's
what
on
I'm saying.
Go to
bandwagon.
a Boston game. That shit lit with fights. It's
Fuck
awesome.
Red Sox, Yankees all day. Fuck Patriots, Giants all day.
Yankees, Giants, thank you. See,
Fuck all
low
that.
men understand.
Fuck that.
Low men understand. We don't do that Patriot. And this girl over here, oh, Patriots won this much. Patriots won that.
Hold
Hold up. Who is the Patriots kryptonite? Who is the Patriots kryptonite? Every time the Patriots come to the
Yankees
Super
27
Bowl
World Series
with the
champions.
Giants, they get shut the fuck down. That's how it works.
Hold on. Wait.
That's all I wanna say. That's all I wanna
You
say.
cannot.
I had no idea what you
Hercules,
said.
As a
Hercules,
Giants
Hercules.
fan, as a Giants fan,
Go for it.
as a Giants fan
Go for it.
that beat the champs twice in the Super Bowl, I still have to respect
No.
Tom Brady and the
Red
Patriots
Sox are the defending
because
baseball
they are the
champions.
most since Belichick and Brady got together, they've been the most consistent team. Consistent
Yeah. All right,
team
you right.
in
with
the
that
playoffs.
cheating shit.
But let me tell you something though. Every time the Giants hit the Super Bowl with them, what happens?
My fiance acts like he is.
Wait, hold up. Every
Every time.
Recently.
every time. No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
What happens?
As a Giants fan,
You wanna know
we
why?
beat them
The
twice.
Patriots is Superman.
Low
They
key, fam.
powerful.
Low key.
They
Low
strong.
key, low
But
key.
they got
We fucking Lex Luthor.
We got that kryptonite for that.
Damn right.
If you want her.
Sorry. She look at me like, motherfucker, you almost hit me.
Now you damn. Now she a Broncos fan.
Oh,
you know.
Broncos,
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
I was Broncos.
It's gonna
long,
be-
long
But
time
they did
ago.
care
When they were
Carolina that
popular.
one year. That was a good ass game.
Back in the
Yeah.
90s.
Don't start.
No.
Don't make that face up because I can give you a track list of what team. She was a Cowboys fan,
Ooh. Shout outs to Mighty Mike.
and then she
Bandwagon.
and then she
Mighty
fell
Mike?
in love with the
Mighty
pretty
Mike.
boy, Peyton Manning, and she was like, "Oh, I'm a Colts fan."
Oh, she's on the jumpers.
And then she was like, The Colts
I'll
are not
give
doing
her a
good.
ride.
Where'd Manning go?
Right,
Oh, you went to the Broncos? I'm a Broncos fan.
Hey, at least they won a Super Bowl
Yeah,
with
they
Peyton
won a Super
Manning.
Bowl.
That was a good ass game though.
But here's the thing: the Broncos. The Broncos, they already had their Super Bowl, so them getting another Super Bowl would be like it was gonna be like the icing on the cake for them. So,
but I was happy that before Peyton Manning, he retired. You know, he got one more on his belt.
I was
That was
a
a good ass
Broncos
game.
fan when Elway was there.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Elway did it.
You know, but Cam
I'm just a
wasn't
Packers
the
fan.
same ever
My
since
dad
that
was
Super
a
Bowl.
Packer fan?
that's right.
You're a cheesehead?
That's right.
Man, what the fuck?
He's with
my dad was Joe Montana.
No, I'm just kidding. Packers are good. Packers not so bad. They do their
His
thing.
favorite was Dan Marino. My dad's favorite was Dan Marino, but Dan Marino never
Yo,
won a ring.
we staying on the sports tip or we going on social?
Oh no, we going social
We
after
going
our
social.
little break, but I wanted to
Let's
stay
take a
on the
break.
sports. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean,
Go Broncos.
really.
That ship is out.
You know, someone must have shot that horse because they've been
And
slapping.
fuck the Patriots.
Thank you. That's not the best thing I heard today. Thank you so much.
What'd you say?
And don't
since
get me
we-
wrong. I
So
used to be a Patriots fan. I used to go to school. I used to go to Lake Brantley, and that was Patriots. You know what I'm saying? And my brother used to go to Lake Brantley, and they were Patriots. So I was Patriot fans back then.
I want to know.
But then when it came to that battle between Patriots and Giants, and I had to choose a spot, I was like,
Giants all
man,
Giants all
New York all day, baby.
Giants all
Fuck that
day.
shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
here's
Right.
what's happening.
That's how
But
it
here's
works.
what's happening. We was Winter Park Bobcats,
Bobcats.
so you know, and we was spanking shit back in the day. So
So,
as I take this break,
hold on, before we even go to the break, we got to do NBA.
What,
Oh.
NBA?
what you got?
You talking about
Who you
2K?
think going for the finals?
Oh, it's gonna be okay. So West is you know it's gonna be
West
the
is gonna
Warriors.
take it.
West
Well-
is gonna be the Warriors, and I think it's gonna be more than likely. If we're gonna go with East versus West, it's probably gonna be Toronto. I'm gonna say Toronto.
LeBron out?
Toronto
and Lakers.
and the Lakers are out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They're
Lakers
definitely
are out.
out, yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna say Toronto. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be Toronto or Boston, but I think Toronto's gonna get the upper hand, and I think it's gonna be Toronto and Golden State in the finals, and I think Golden State's gonna take it.
Yeah, even though they've been having kind of rocky a little bit, you know, with everything, all that shit going on.
You got Curry.
Yo, the bat signal just went off.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
We got a little break? Or-
yeah, we're about to take a break
Live.
right now. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. And we are back.
Who's that black asshole?
Hey, listen, Magnus.
Whoa! Look! Both of y'all be shouting out people in government. Y'all need to chill out. Alright? Cause they be like,
They
and
talking
this
about
guy,
me.
and then all you hear is, I'm gonna say his name.
Damn, I'm throwing it down.
And you be like, yo, why you saying names? Elroy and Max, and you be like,
People need to know, Chiz. People need to know.
Their social security
They walk
number
by
is-
these people every day and not know. Who is this guy that does some crazy joke? Who is this guy that had a married woman that fucked a gay guy? That went ahead and had that girl. Who is this guy? They need to know.
then you gonna be like, he working, but then you be shouting out, that nigga working at Sprint, and he sold me like 3 phones. I don't want to hear that.
No, nobody cares.
Yo, on that note, shout out to Shelly who do it right when she do it right. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know who that person is, but
I just told you, Shelly.
see,
Hey, so,
this time we didn't name drop.
that's what that.
For once. For once.
Number
On
one.
this one, let's jump into a little gaming
Mm-hmm.
for our gaming people out there. So the biggest thing right now we're talking about is is
Anthem.
definitely Sweet's favorite game.
No.
Sweet's favorite game. He likes to say no.
Sweet.
Every night.
Anthem.
Skyrim mixed with Iron Man. Basically.
Mass Effect wannabe.
Fucking Anthem. You love it.
Nah.
I did customize my javelin to be like Iron Man.
Yeah, he did. He showed me the picture of his
You
damn
would.
Iron
Yo,
Man looking
I need to
javelin.
show you some custom ones that my boy
Oh
did.
man, see.
Yo, but subscribe to Low Mid's gamer channel. Low
Yeah,
Mid,
tell
spit
me
it.
your gamer channel.
We ain't never heard it
Magnus
before.
255. I really don't be on that shit no more.
Stop
Magnus.
lying. Stop.
You did
Man,
what-
this
you
nigga
did
was
what
on there
you said you
streaming
were fine.
Anthem.
Man,
You
yeah,
catch
you
him
fine,
playing
bro.
That's what I'm
Anthem.
bored.
He be on there playing Anthem. Show love to
Yeah.
Magnus
Show love,
255.
subscribe.
He be like,
Subscribe.
comment.
He be on there. Don't let him
Like
lie
on
to you.
it.
He just being
Yeah,
nonchalant.
like, alright.
And while you at it, while you showing love to Magnus 255, come through the Way King with the mask. Listen to some music. Go ahead and watch me play some games and jump like that.
Oh,
Be
I
a
thought
part
you
of
was
the
DJing.
podcast.
He
Yeah,
was
right,
doing
right.
DJ.
I
I'll
listen-
play some
I
music.
listen to music. Yeah, I got music on there.
Yeah, rock band.
Anthem.
DJ Hero.
Wish, right?
DJ
What?
Hero.
I would love to put DJ Hero 2 on there. Bro. Don't get me wrong. I sit there, fuck you.
I like that.
That's how you really feel.
But now, you guys have played Anthem more than
Yeah.
I'd say anyone. What do you guys like? What do you guys think that's going on with them? Like,
Fuck they server. I'm gonna be real.
It's horrible, bro.
The server's horrible.
How's that load time for real though?
No,
Sucks.
well, that's not bad.
You know what I said?
To me, it sucks. The server's horrible. It
Well,
always
if you
keeps-
have an Xbox One X like I do, then you don't have a problem with
Hey, this guy with his exclusives over here.
that was some shade, right?
Or at least a PlayStation 4 Pro, man. Come on.
Oh damn.
Game up.
I can't even talk on that one.
Yeah, you can't.
No, but what makes it like? And the reason why I asked is because I was gonna get it, but I held out for Division.
Yeah, wise choice.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
We say that now, and then Division comes out and it's like riddled with bugs.
Yeah, garbage as fuck with fucking
What?
level
Wait, hold on,
46
first-
and a level 20. Take my fucking level. This is a bullshit. How the fuck you gonna have me a level fucking 5 and this motherfucker level 40 and these motherfucking enemies are supposed to be level
This
8?
is from his past experience from Division.
Level 8,
I'm not gonna
mind you, on level 40, I'm over here shooting them in the head. Boom, one shot,
And he's
one
trying to
bullet.
get, like,
I'm
three
over here
clips.
running and ducking like I'm the best motherfucker in this motherfucker, busting shots and shit. Over here running and ducking and shit. And guess what? One shot, boom, nigga on the ground. What the fuck kind of bullshit is this?
I'm not
That's
gonna
It's a
lie.
level 8, goddammit.
That's the division.
When I first got the game, I called my boy. I was like, "Yo, I got Division." He's like, "About fucking time."
Yeah.
So he gets
That's
to
how
like,
this motherfucker
he's like level 46. He's like maxed out.
Yeah.
So I get there. He's like, "All right, we're gonna go through here. They're gonna be shooting, but just hide."
Yo,
I'm like,
just
hide.
I'm like,
But
fuck
wait,
that
Just
shit.
hide.
Yo,
For all
You
the-
barely get experience
But
after that shit.
for all
You
the
barely
novice,
get experience.
for all the novice gamers, man, can you guys tell us a little bit more about the game? I'm
Okay,
sorry,
all right,
man,
all right.
like,
sorry, my
So-
bad.
but-
My
but-
bad.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you about the game, but when I got hit and he hit the floor, he was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "One hit." I was like, "Is this game that serious?" And then
Yeah, shit is
after a while,
serious.
it takes time.
Yeah,
So
it does.
that's all.
Oh, he learned the hard way.
What is
Yeah,
this
like
game?
I
What
was
is this
getting
game?
off. Don't get me
Is
wrong.
it like a
Division.
third-person
So-
shooter? What-
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
third-person
it's
shooter.
third-person
Okay, sounds
It's like
a
you
third
create
person.
your own agent. You're an
Okay.
agent that's been activated after
Did
a
you create
virus.
your Asian?
Create
What?
your
That
own
was on
agent.
his mind.
Asian.
Hey.
Anyway, you're an agent.
Okay.
Agent. Thank you
Okay.
very much. That's been activated after an epidemic of a virus flu or whatever the fuck, some type of dollar flu.
Okay.
Yeah,
And they put in the money.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and like now everybody's dying and junk, and now like tops and shit
Dying
like
and
that have
junk.
died off and shit. So now it's pretty much like a warland
Okay.
in the city. You feel me? And the
Right.
first one you in New York. So you got to battle through New York, fighting all people around the streets and shit, and go to different
That shit was
locations.
Not really,
and
because
fight missions.
what happened was it wasn't that.
There was different
It
areas. where you
wasn't
gotta
that
fight
like
people.
the whole. It's not like everybody died off. It was like
Yeah, it was
They
the
got
virus
sick.
broke
Yeah,
out.
sick.
A
Yeah.
lot
They
of people
got
got sick, and then the city, and then like like
You're right.
some,
Right.
like a lot of gangs like got
Overtook-
together,
yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
started taking over the
Taking
city.
But that
The
shit
boroughs.
was
Nobody-
And
the
you're,
fuck
you're
up.
as
Yeah,
an
dude.
agent when
Wow.
this happens, you're active.
And they was true to the game
Yeah.
too. 'Cause it was like the gangster
Damn.
team, damn, just break the leg.
That wasn't me.
This is how you feel about Division.
That wasn't me.
The funny
It's
thing about it
legit
is like
possessed right now.
when you went to the hood, they was
I
wearing
watched it just
Timbs.
move.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then-
yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, they were. They were.
Yeah,
yeah, and then when you got to like the upscale areas, you had like the militant crew
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
running through,
Wow.
and like but I mean it's a fun game. It's fun when you play with other people,
Okay.
and then
But-
what
And on
happens
top
is
of
when
that,
you
make
get,
sure you got your online services because you can't play it.
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But the cool thing about it is like when you get into the middle of the city, it's like a quarantine area. And in that quarantine area,
Talking about
anything
dark zone?
goes.
Yeah, the dark zone.
Anything
There's an
goes.
area called a dark zone.
Anything
And you can
goes.
walk in there, you can kill your friend, you
I'm
can
just
betray
saying,
them.
I
you
might
can do
start
missions
playing
in there.
that.
Yeah, Division. Yeah, Division.
Division is hot.
I heard they updated it and made it much better. The original Division that
Okay.
updated so much that it's much better of a game. It's actually more closer to the E3
Yeah, but it sucks
trailer.
in a way because.
So
like,
who's
if you
getting
don't-
more love, Division or Anthem?
Division, of
Well,
course.
Division's
Division.
getting it right now because a lot of bullshit that's going on with Anthem.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
breaking PS4s.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
people,
Oh my god.
like people who have
But there's a
PS4s,
fix for it,
they're
though.
not able to play because
No,
they
no, no.
get ripped.
There's a fix for it.
There's something.
There's a fix
No,
for
it matters. It matters.
That's not-
It matters to which one you
Yeah,
got.
That's not what Sony's saying.
No,
If
no, no.
it's just-
If your
There's a
shit is
legitimate
fucked,
fix. There's a legitimate fix.
send
Wait, all right, listen to
No,
this.
there's a legitimate fix.
Because I heard when it was shut down, like you got rather two problems, right? You have the problem with it disconnects your shit and you cut your PlayStation off, you can turn it on, right? Or you have the problem with it cuts your shit and then it don't cut on at all. You know what I'm saying?
No. It just corrupts your file system for that game.
Yeah.
So you can just go in and do in safe boot mode and the PlayStation 4,
Mhm.
and then you can repair your hard drive and it'll fix itself.
That's too much fucking work.
Yeah,
I'd rather
fuck
just
that.
send it
Nah.
off the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Why the
See,
fuck am I doing that shit? If I'm
And this
paying
is
for
why I
this?
got the
Even-
digital
it takes you, like,
version
5
because
minutes
I
to fix
was.
it.
I'm not
True.
going
Versus
to lie.
4 months
True.
and $150.
But some,
But I mean,
but some
if it's
people
worth
aren't
it of the
able
game
to-
though,
some
if
people
it's
aren't
worth
able
dealing
to
with it.
fix that shit.
Yeah, some
Like
people
they're
are
not even
illiterate.
able to get in. They say it gets stuck on the.
What about on the Xbox One? I mean, are we having issues with
No,
that?
no,
On the
no,
Xbox One?
no.
Okay.
It's only on
Actually, no,
PlayStation.
that's not true. Xbox One
So-
is having some problems.
Yeah, but
Really?
it only force completes and goes back to the GUI, the dashboard.
And this is why I got the digital copy because
Okay.
I was very skeptical about the shit.
Dude,
See,
fuck
that, you
that. I
know
started
me though.
getting
I'm
digital
hard
copies for
copy, so I
everything.
would end up getting a hard copy.
And you would have been
Thank
pissed.
God to my PlayStation saying fuck me, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
I would have got the hard copy.
Didn't I tell you?
And
There are some
fucking
games that I
brutal.
get skeptical
Yo.
about that I am interested, but I do have my concerns, so I do get the digital copy just in
True,
case.
true. I mean, I'm with you on that.
This was one of those because I heard a lot of shit about the server, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just get the digital.
I've heard
copy.
about the server being bad too.
It's fucking.
Eh, it's not
horrible.
But
bad.
what
It's
about
not
that
bad.
end game?
Wow.
Have you touched
No,
that
no,
end game
no,
yet?
no. It's too much fucking grinding to even get there.
I'm
Shit, I
already
heard
on level
about
30. I can't.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
I'm
go above.
not. I'm done doing
I heard the end game
training
only
stuff.
has like the same
Yeah,
bosses
bosses
that are
and-
added
yeah.
on with a little bit of extra.
It's just right now.
movements.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get the masterwork right.
And they said that you know the glitch for the first weapon that's like super powerful no matter what.
But
So it
not
doesn't
even
really
that.
matter.
So basically, even because Sony was offering everybody
Refunds.
PlayStation, no questions asked.
Refunds, yeah, no question.
No
Which
questions
I'm kind of questionable about because it's
Well,
like, all right,
no, I
it's
mean,
not-
it's-
that's why I thought it was only a Sony problem and not a Microsoft problem. But then I did some more research and I found out that Microsoft is having similar problems.
But
too.
it's
But
But
not
not
as
to
bad
extreme
as
though as
PlayStation.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
not bad,
though.
PlayStation.
But it's like, why the fuck Sony has to be the refunds? Like, yo, EA, Frostbite, y'all need to get your shit together.
That's what I would think. But I
Yeah,
guess
that-
since people are buying, no, that's right. 'cause
Now,
they-
you want me
they
to tell you
really
why?
matter, it's only
You
on
want me to tell you
the hard
why?
disk.
They need to get that old shit out and start giving everybody them fucking pros.
That's true. They do want to do that.
Unless that's a conspiracy, you know, but we ain't gonna get to that.
I mean,
Uh,
PS5 coming out, so what's the point?
And that's
Oh,
what's up.
when
Like,
they said it was
yo,
gonna drop 2020, right?
Yeah.
during Christmas, right? Because that's when.
Yo, they better have that
Well, they
GTA
haven't
6 on that
revealed
bitch.
it,
Yo,
Not
for
quite
real.
yet.
Yo, I would
GTA
pay. How much would you pay?
Oh,
Would you pay
talk
over
about-
$500 for that?
I paid
Y'all heard
I
about-
paid $400 for mine.
Would you pay over $500 for that?
Nah, I'll wait till it go down to 4.
I paid over $5 for it to be
What,
the
for
first one I
PS5?
had. Yes, and
Fuck no.
GTA 6
I'm wait.
and GTA 6.
I got my Switch. I'm good.
I'm sorry.
10 double loving ass.
Don't hate,
What
don't
is all that?
hate.
Fanboy.
Hey, he is a
Hey, if I
fanboy.
drop a $600
Respect.
bet and I make 400, I'm buying it.
I feel you.
Um,
GTA. Just talking about GTA. Red Dead Redemption 2 online is doing bad.
Yeah, it's getting horrible
Doing really
views.
bad.
well, you gotta think about it. A lot of people segueing off of it too.
Yeah.
So then you
Yeah.
segue off of it, then you jump back in it. You're like, all these changes happen, just like with
Yeah.
Division,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I mean, they did talk about GTA 5 in that way too when they first dropped on the
Mhm.
online.
Yeah.
Remember,
GTI
Matt, you were telling me
yeah.
about just
Yeah.
the heist, and that's all you can do at that point, and then afterwards they started adding
yo,
more
GTA
content.
5
so-
got so many fucking like updates is unfucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. It's like,
This nigga, you know, he been downloading for like a day.
Bro.
Sitting there just.
so what are you
Damn.
downloading?
like yo, like I got another update for
going down.
GTA 5. What I think was the RC cars.
Okay.
I was like, dang, y'all still got
They got
fucking
RC
updates?
cars now?
Yeah,
So you
I'm
trying to go like GTA San Andreas and blow people up
Bro.
with helicopters? And
They still got fucking updates, bro. It's ridiculous.
You know
Miami.
the best. You know the best. The best one was Vice Vice City.
Yeah, by far, dude, by far.
Vice City was one of my
Vice
If
favorites.
they did a remastered
Vice
version of
City.
Vice City, that'd be
Yeah,
freaking
Vice City.
sweet.
Tommy Vassetti was the shit.
That was my dude right
No,
there.
no, hot coffee. Remember that?
Hot coffee.
Hot
mod.
coffee,
San
baby.
Andreas, boy. Oh shit.
Yes,
Get it.
yes.
The,
But let's-
the only thing I didn't like about
Classic
San
shit.
Andreas is that you had to keep your guy in shape
Oh,
constantly.
yeah.
Where like
But it was kind of fun though,
I
hitting the
felt
gym.
like-
Yeah.
Well, I felt like
Right.
Vice City got straight to the point. It was like,
Yeah, but Vice City didn't have those modes. They didn't have the build up.
yeah,
Like,
but
you
that's
can't
what I'm
work
saying.
out.
I didn't need all
But
that.
you know what's
I
crazy?
feel you, but it boosted a lot of things in the game. Like your accuracy was
Like-
boosted based
Yeah.
on how you shoot.
I didn't need
Your
that.
stats, yeah.
I just wanted to be Tommy Vassetti.
He's
Act
like
like I
Tommy
was-
Vassetti.
All I wanted to do was act like I was Scarface.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, and run around Miami
Check that
driving
phone.
Lamborghini Catachas around. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to do.
Selling fucking drugs to an ice cream truck and shit.
Exactly.
Ding, 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 ding,
Fucking
ding.
shooting pornos.
Hell yeah.
Yo, that shit was wild, yo.
Yeah,
Candy
yeah.
sucks.
Can you check that?
But
Good
but,
times, good times.
But,
It was.
But I mean,
I can't wait for. I definitely can't wait.
I'm getting Division 2 as well.
Division 2.
It's
Yeah.
going
Like,
down.
Yeah.
it looks so good. Like even when I played it for a little and
No, I
I
want you to tell.
deleted it.
see,
And
I
Susan
have
was
to
like,
get.
Susan was like,
I feel like
why are
if
you
you tell me it's good,
why are you not playing it? And I was like,
I don't like
'cause I
downloads.
want to play the full thing.
Nah, it's not bad.
I'm
bro.
so old school. And now, even when you get the CDs, man, everything has to be downloaded even after this.
Well, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so
To get the real the
It's like-
most updated version.
Yeah. So I was like, yo.
I love my disc though, and then when you go back, like, all right, I went back to Gran Turismo 5. You know
Yeah,
Gran
yeah,
Turismo
yeah,
5?
yeah.
That shit was a shit. I love
It
Gran
still
Turismo
is the
5.
shit. What are you talking about?
You can't play it no more like that.
Nah.
Because if you buy a PS3 right now, right? If you buy a copy of Gran Turismo 5, you can't listen to the music
No.
because once you update that bitch, it doesn't update properly.
Speaking of Grand
So you
Turismo,
lose all
It's
your
good. That's
music.
like, you tell you why?
You
That's
lose
why you get
everything.
Forza.
Yeah,
And Forza
yeah.
gives you everything you
I
need.
know, but Gran Turismo 5 was lit.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Forza is better.
Oh,
Gran
it's
Turismo
dope.
Sport. What's so disappointing?
No,
Disappointing.
that was no,
Disappointing.
disappointing.
I was gonna buy a steering wheel for that shit.
I was
I
waiting
have
for
steering
7.
I was gonna get it for.
I'm still waiting for 7.
Yeah.
I bought this. I got a rally
Because
game
when it's-
for
I
it.
feel like Gran Turismo just betrayed us.
It damn sure did, bro.
The only thing I need to get now for the new Forza that's coming out is the Oculus.
Are you
Because
trying to
when I put
get?
the Oculus on, it's like
Yeah.
just sitting in a
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
car.
yeah.
dude.
Okay. Are you trying to get
Whenever it's
Horizon?
enjoying
Have you
those-
got Horizon?
No, I'm not really
You don't
into
like
it.
Horizon?
You know why? Because it reminds me of.
It's cheap racing. To me, it's cheap racing.
Is that
It's
a
not
game?
cheap racing. It just.
It's cheap racing, bro. It's not.
reminds me
I'm
of-
be honest,
There's
that's
not,
why I
it's
would
not
want to
really
get it.
technical racing.
Give me my 250.
It reminds
But
me
that's
of
why I liked
updated,
it 5.
Yeah,
With 5
yeah,
you could
yeah.
drop your car, you could tilt the wheels, you could do all that junk,
Everything
customize
free.
your car. And GT5, it was almost like
Yeah,
you were
yo,
playing
when it came to this
Horizon,
Yeah.
but you were playing with
my shit.
Underground, dude. Underground, bro.
Oh,
This
yeah.
shit was my shit.
I
too.
wish they would go back to Underground. I mean, this new Need for Speed junk, I get that they trying to make a stepping stone,
But it's
but they
not.
still doing their EA bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
course.
They need to cut that
Underground, dude.
bullshit out, put back a good Need for Speed.
They're
You know
not.
what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
They're not.
We need that, bro. We
It's
need
not
an
gonna happen.
actual Need
They're
for
not.
Speed.
It's not gonna happen.
Here's
Customization,
the
fun.
thing. Here's the thing. The reason why they're not gonna put out
I know they're
and
not.
I'm
So
not saying
I
they're
wanna
not
show
gonna
you.
put out
What
another
you
good
got?
Need for Speed. What's
you put
happening
up?
is that it's so much to compete with in the market now.
Yeah.
Because you have Forza Horizon, which is a really great game, which took
That's
over
what
for
you
that.
want.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were
That's
like, "Oh, I love
fucking
Need for Speed
Gran
Underground," and you
Turismo
get
feeling.
that in Horizon. Like I remember
Yeah.
one day, I remember
I'm
one day
mad
I
fucking-
showed up.
Except for the drift mechanics. The drift mechanics is garbage.
Yeah, but then once
I'll
you get
put it
used to
there.
the drift mechanics,
Yeah.
that shit is the shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
I remember one day I was playing on my cousins, and these guys were drifting through a town, like literally
Yeah.
set up a drift course through a town, and they were just drifting, and I was like, "That's fucking
Not going
boss,
on,
boss,
Yeah.
dude."
I'm gonna have to play. I wanted to download.
I'm
like,
still pissed about.
I
the
bought
story.
my Xbox. I bought a freaking limited edition Gears of War 4 Xbox.
Damn.
Talking about just so I can play what Forza Motorsport 6, I think it was at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Six?
That's what I have. I have the custom Forza Motorsport Xbox. So when I started, it sounded like a race car. It was
Yeah, you got that. That shit had the little
Yeah.
dun dun dun. The Gears
These are
of War
some real
shit.
gamers here.
And when I hit the eject button, it sounds like a blow off from the
Mhm.
motor. It's like boom, boom.
See, I wish I could have got that shit. That shit sounds
That's
dope.
all I wanted. I didn't give a shit. I walked into Walmart.
I like the
I
controller.
was like,
Gears
I
of
need
War,
that. The guy was like, which one? I said that, the blue one. He was like, you don't want that? I said,
No.
the
Dude.
blue
The
one.
Yo,
blue
they
one.
did the same shit to me. They were like, "Oh,
Really?
you don't want the Xbox One S, then bundle with the Gears."
No.
No, nigga. I want the one with the motherfucking red and the motherfucking dashes on it. With that bitch look like a nigga done clawed out. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I want no goddamn white fucking Xbox
tell him what you
play
want.
like I'm some fucking lame nigga.
Tell him what you really want.
He's like, you sure you don't want the Gears one? I was like, dude, I told you I want the Forza Edition one.
Yeah.
But why they promoting the other shit? Why they promoting the other shit?
Because I guess it was like a promotion for it to be
Yeah,
like,
they try
cheaper.
to do
I'm like,
that.
I don't care
yeah.
about fucking
They try to
cheap.
do
I
that.
want to start my Xbox up and it sound like a race car.
Yeah.
That's what I
Exactly.
want.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I want to hear my dun dun dun. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hit that button. You know what I'm saying? What? And the worst part, the reason why I got rid of it was because I just don't use it. Like
Okay.
I never used my Xbox. Like the only time I played
use
it was.
mine. That shit is like Jesus. Me and Jesus.
It's rather. It was always a
my rosary
PlayStation.
beads and there's my Xbox.
At that
As soon as I
time,
walk in,
he got his
Xbox or
Switch,
Xbox
At that
One?
time,
Is
it
a
was the
360?
I
PlayStation.
got
The
both.
Switch happened.
I got
it was
I got
over,
the
yeah.
one. I love the
I
Xbox
got
One.
my 360 downstairs and I
Okay.
got my Xbox One upstairs and I got my Xbox One S downstairs.
Oh my
where I play
goodness.
my racing games.
This gamer
my
life is serious.
Shit, lucky bastard.
I know.
Bastard.
I got
I
the
want to
Xbox
get a
One.
projector screen for
Dude,
my shit.
Dude, first of all,
I got a
when you
project. Yo,
No,
I got a
go on.
projector. I got a little projector screen, but
When you play on a projector screen, when you play Division on a projector screen, you don't want to go to anything else. You play on a TV screen.
Low
you're
mid,
like,
is that true?
Nah, I'm good.
Is that true?
What's up?
Once you play
Once you
on
go
a big
projector,
screen
you never go
projector,
back?
you never go back.
I don't know, playing on 4K and HDR, then
I mean,
Ooh.
4K.
a 65-inch TV.
I'm not worried
yeah.
about that.
65
Let me tell you why. When
Nice.
when Battlefront
65,
first dropped, and I was playing that, I
Which
was
one?
like, oh shit, I am in this fucking war. Yo,
Battlefront?
fucking planes flying and crashing into the floor. I was like, yo, this is everything they sold me in E3 on a projector. Like think of me playing video games on a movie fucking screen.
Word. I'm not mad at that. I'm not
And
mad
I'm
at
sitting
that.
there and I'm just like, yo, surround sound, Bose system blasted.
This man
My
has
sister's like, yo,
experience
she
right now.
knocking on the door. I'm trying to sleep.
Hey Jose, we going to Chiz's house. Got to I streamed
Yeah, that sounds like a party right there.
That boy
Trying to
got
sleep.
this. That boy got this the experience right now.
Shout
He got
out
the
to
IMAX theater
I
at
ain't
his
never
crib.
got the experience.
Look, I ain't telling y'all my address, then people showing up at my house. Nigga, I heard you got surround sound, Bose system.
I know where it's at.
Projector screens.
Can I help you?
A whole freaking, you got recliner seats and everything with the cups in it.
I know where it's at, and the gate code.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yo, but we got a lot of R. Kelly fans out there. We got a lot of R. Kelly's fans out there. We're not gonna touch up on the R. Kelly, man.
No, we don't got no R. Kelly fans.
Eh?
First of all, first and foremost, coming from me, the Chiz, fuck that nigga.
Whoa,
And I'll say that shit
whoa.
We don't fuck with
Nah,
R. Kelly
YouTube,
over here.
You two gonna ban all this, man.
They
You
can-
can't
they
say,
can
you
ban
can't
me all
talk
they
like
want.
that.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna
Yo,
be straight
Chiz,
up.
you
Nah,
can't
dude,
talk
you
like
can't do all that shit and then nah, fuck that.
I'm sorry. Like, you gotta look at it like
and
this,
then-
man.
I
and then you sat
believe
there-
I can fly.
And then you sat there on TV
I believe I
and
can
acted like you was
touch
gonna
the
cry
sky.
and didn't cry. I was like, oh, so you lied.
I think
basically.
about it.
My
every
boy,
night
did you
and
see
day.
what she said? Gail King said when they were doing the interview with the two girls, and he was in the background. Supposedly, every time like they asked a question.
But why
he
y'all act
want them to answer
surprised?
that
You-
question.
well, I don't understand
He
what.
coughed.
I don't
That's what I'm saying.
understand.
I
don't
he was,
understand.
coughing loud to let them know that he's around. You know what I'm saying?
But why y'all act
so they had to
surprised?
regulate
Y'all-
themselves.
It's not that I'm
Why y'all act
That's all
surprised?
I-
Y'all
It's
already
not that I'm
know.
surprised. It's that they still have him running around and
And
people are like,
I'm
they
sorry.
should've been-
I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me ask y'all
Yo.
a question. If a person gave you a VD, why you with that man?
First
I'm
of
giving
all,
how much money nigga?
First of all, this is for the last time that we talked about this
Pause,
issue.
pause.
Me and Fitz already we was on the same page. Like, yo, they should have nipped that shit in the butt in the first fucking place.
They should've,
So
but-
the fact that this shit even continued.
But that's why they muted his ass. Cause remember, before he was putting out music and they was
No.
making himself feel
For the
good.
fact-
Everybody
first
like,
of
I know
all,
why R. Kelly
let
got
me-
me stepping in love.
No,
you know
let me
what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
something, man.
He
Let me
put
tell you
my
something.
key in the ignition. Goddamn.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Hey,
First of all, if I knew somebody that got some shit going on, I go by expression. Keep one eye open, one eye closed.
Yeah.
And for the fact that shit still continued, it was just like, yo.
ridiculous. That's what I'm
Wait,
saying. Like, what's the
Did you watch
problem?
the documentary?
I watched part of it, and it's
You
like,
gotta
Watch all
watch the
of
whole
it.
thing.
Nah.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
Nah, we don't
if
gotta
you-
watch
if
it
you-
all.
If you watch it, they had still one eye open. But what happened is when you already got someone, it's done when you got someone. There's
yeah,
no
honestly, I
coming back
understand
from
that, but it's the fact that that issue was already out there, so
Right.
it's just like,
But you gotta remember.
no, I understand.
Okay,
Like, yo, example, say if someone put some shit like, yo, you slept with some underage girls, we've been boys for how many years? I'm going to still support you, But at the same time, I'm gonna keep one eye open,
Yeah.
one eye closed.
See-
so when that shit was brought to fucking light about the whole pissing on her shit, it's like, okay,
piss on
Yeah,
him.
but-
he got good music, but at the same time, I'm really not gonna fuck with you.
But
like
you
that.
gotta look
but
at-
here-
we gotta look
but
at
here's
this.
how- but
I
here's
think
how-
I'm
here's
with
how I
you,
look at it.
Chiz.
Dave Chappelle made a great point on
He
his
did.
on his
What'd he
on
say?
his sketch.
What'd he say?
What'd he say in the sketch?
He's-
And that's
Well,
the
no,
same shit that you
what
used
he
in
said
court.
after his
when
sketch.
When he did that, when they did that scene, they were just like, that doesn't look like him. And then the girl herself,
That's what really
who
killed
was
it.
testifying.
It was a
She
girl.
was like,
She said
was like,
no.
that wasn't me.
That wasn't her.
And
Once
that's
they said
what
that,
No.
that was
was
it.
done.
It was over. They
It
couldn't
was
do
done.
shit because
And
now you got
and it's cool
the
and
main
all,
person.
but it's like,
But look what Dave Chappelle said after he did the shit. Remember he told him that R. Kelly came up to him. He was like, "Man, how you gonna make a video of talking about me pissing on girls?" He was like, "Man, how you gonna make a video of you
Yeah,
pissing
exactly.
on girls?" You know what I'm saying?
yo,
Like,
Fitz, I already
what did
seen
he
you
just
on
tell y'all?
Fitz
He
some
kept that
game.
shit real. He was like, "Man,
No,
come on."
Fitz.
I'm sorry.
Fitz, go ahead, man.
Yeah,
Say what you
Fitz,
got.
man.
Nah, ain't nothing, man. Like I said, back to national, women's. Like I said, inauguration, independence.
My man's
You know,
right now.
Nah, it ain't nothing. Let me tell you
My
what.
man making sure he
We
good.
can talk all we want, but at the end of the day, man, we could do whatever we want. Without women, there's no us.
No,
There's
we know that.
Yeah.
There's
We
no
know that.
revolution. There's no
But
renovation. So,
It-
if a woman don't feel comfortable with you in the room, leave. It's just that simple.
But that's the thing.
It
It's
is,
not
but
even
these
like they
girls,
don't feel
you gotta look at the
comfortable.
difference.
They feel comfortable with
They
it.
do, yeah.
And they do this shit.
They
And-
look at this person on the TV,
Then-
right?
But yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day,
That's dope.
if you know you got all the power, still leave. Because at the end of the day, they could come back and bite you later.
Some people.
You
just
might
don't
think
have
they have minimum power, and you the man, and this is all them shot callers out there and them celebrities out there. They might not have what you have, but what they have is the ability to say, you know what, I wasn't comfortable. And that's all. That's all you gotta take out of this. Whether you be, I know this is an African American brother we talking about. Whether it be a Latino brother, whether it be a white brother, whether it be Asian, whatever. We don't want nobody to feel that they was out of character. We know that there's people out there that take advantage of their power.
What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, I got
I'm lost, bro. I'm lost. How many drinks have you had, man?
Right.
I understand where he's going
Yeah.
with. So yes, there's gonna be people out there who have their power, and
Right.
and yeah, we understand that. But at the same time, you have a person like him who abused his power, who
But that's what he's
basically-
saying. Don't abuse your power.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's his content. Don't
You know,
abuse your
my
power.
thing is, we're looking at it one way or the other.
But
at the end of the day,
Bruh.
whoever you are, just
Bruh.
let me finish, because
This-
we're all people who work 9 to 5s or whatever that you do. You
I work 8 to 5
hustle,
actually. Thinking.
whatever you do, you got a mother out there, a father out there, get you money, you laugh and joke, you're a real dude out there that don't say nothing in the corner and you rob dudes. Listen, I don't care what you are. I'm from New York, and I've seen dudes out there that got a lot of money. I see dudes out there that do real things. What I'm trying to tell you is this. I don't care what part of the game you at, you got to represent love and you got to represent unity. And if you don't represent those two and you try to
And
fake
peace.
it, it's going to go against you one way or another. And in this case, one way or another, R. Kelly came up on a situation where people felt that they were taking advantage. He was taking advantage of them. And that's it. From Aaliyah, to, a lot of
God rest
situations
his soul.
where he had videotapes,
Exactly.
etc., etc. Whether he was right or wrong or indifferent or this and that, and I feel that he had to have been accountable for some of those actions. Those are not, the long version sets in terms of what we're looking at. It's in reference to, at the end of the day, you need to make sure before you step in the room with a lady, before you go out or before you do whatever you need to do, you need to make sure you're doing it the right way, and you know that you're accounting for you, your family, and those that you set forth in reference to what you represent, whether it be you have kids, etc. It's easy to judge. It's easy for anybody to come out here and say, oh, I wouldn't have done that. I don't do that. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. Oh, this and that. That's cool, man. Any loser could do that. Any motherfucker could go and type and say, you a clown and this and that. What are you, dog? Everybody in the game got their weaknesses. And what I'm saying, for anybody just said, I don't know who just said that. At the end of the day, whether what you do in life, man, look, we have faults. Some faults are bigger than others. When you deal with women or children, old people, or anybody who can't take account for themselves, you're not a real man.
But you're a grown ass man. You take accountability.
That's what I just
understand that.
said.
I understand
And
that.
the worst, but you gotta look at it like this. These girls,
you have someone who he has a mental
It's
issue.
your power.
But these girls were mad young, bro. And the worst part, he went to malls. He went to fucking
Right.
But
That's what I just said.
To get these girls,
Right.
To come with him.
He needs to be held accountable.
Exactly.
I said that.
But no one is holding him. Every time they try to hold him accountable, you have people who enable him.
Fam, you're in America. Yo,
I understand.
Devin,
This is America.
Listen, you're the British
Don't catch you slipping now.
Cheers.
I understand what you're saying.
Cheers.
I understand what you're saying, but he has a whole team of yes men who are gonna be like, yo, whatever you need, whatever it is, don't worry about
you
it.
paying.
We'll
All right,
cover it
let me
up.
tell you something.
He's gonna have a
Michael Jackson was the biggest entertainer in the United States. Can we agree with that?
We ain't gonna talk about Michael.
R. Kelly's
in
not.
the United States, the world.
Okay.
The world.
Okay.
They are gonna rip him through his grave because he can't account for anything that's going on to shreds.
Of course they are.
That.
Right.
But here's the thing.
R. Kelly's still alive.
Even with the Michael Jackson situation,
Right.
When they did the documentary,
And I'm not accounting for what he did.
When they did the documentary, they never addressed his family.
Mm-hmm.
They never addressed his estate. They never addressed the other people. All they did was take these two guys and say, "Yo, all we want to hear is your story. Fuck what everyone has to say." And you can't look at a story one-sided. And then I'm not saying that he did it, and I'm not saying that he didn't do it. But all I'm saying is that if you're gonna get a story, give me the full story. Just like in that documentary, R. Kelly, I got a full story because we heard it from his wife, right? We heard it from other women. We heard it from people who are in the game.
With him,
you heard it from
and
his
it ain't
family.
right.
Like you hear Michael Jackson's.
For Michael Jackson's situation, it's
hear Michael Jackson's
that's
bodyguard.
a one-sided story. Right. Those dudes, they went into court, said that under law, under oath, and said Michael Jackson never did anything to us. He never did that. Mind you, in that case with that kid, they said, "Yo, he never did that. That's untrue."
And
we
now
knew Michael,
he's dead.
And now all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh yeah, we did this."
Right, because it's all about money, man. It's all about money.
Fam. Is there Christopher Columbus Day?
What?
Is there what?
Is there Christopher Columbus Day?
Yes.
You mean Indigenous People Day?
Okay. My thing is, whether you believe in it or not, there's a lot of other people, and I'm not pointing any race out specifically. There's a lot of people that's done very monotonous things, underground things, and have been praised up, statued up. We don't want to take the whites, the black. Once you're in the grave, you're in the grave.
Understandable.
You don't want to praise them. You don't gotta praise them. But we don't need to dig them. If you're gonna dig one culture to the ground, dig them all.
But that's what they're doing now.
I want it all digged up.
But that's what they're doing now.
Right.
It's just like you can look back and you can say when everything happened with the Jews in Germany, right? What happened? They justified that situation.
Right.
When everything happened with Japan and everything happened with Japan and China, that got justified, right? So what's happening now? And now we're just whatever happened, we're jumping into the entertainment side of things, right? We saw what happened.
But that's how media is. Listen, fam. Give me an example. You
go
to TMZ.
All I'm saying is that
you go to TMZ and all the people that runs the national media in the United States.
it's in reference to try to dig into certain factors that are. Listen, you could do 100 things right. Cheers.
Okay. And there's always going to be
and you could do right, and they're gonna dig into that.
But Fitz, when you have,
and I agree with that.
I know, you got mad women
who are coming out and saying,
and that's why I stated that from the beginning.
Liars, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Bill Cosby. You had Bill Cosby had 100+ women.
It's not about Bill Cosby.
But guess what? They still had all those women who came out and was like this, and he did this, and they did that.
And he agreed.
And when it came down to it was the.
I'm not defending any of these dudes.
But you gotta look at.
Listen, I got nieces, I got sisters, I got a mother. You better not lay your hand on them. You better not feel. But my thing is, a lot of those families, a lot of those people, they put themselves in those situations for family.
Let me ask you a
not
question.
only them, but
let me
hold on.
Let me ask you a question, Fitz. All right, have you seen the interview, the Gayle King interview? At least part of it, because you know it's not out until like later on tonight.
Have I seen whose video interview?
Gayle King, CBS morning.
The interview with R. Kelly.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Okay, tell me about it.
Okay, first of all, they had an interview with him. They talked to him. They discussed things. They said, "Hey, man," they asked him, "Well, do you have women under your control?" You know, questions similar to this. Do not quote me. I'm sorry, but. And, you know, he started getting really emotional. He started talking to the camera, started getting kind of pissed off. He wanted to get his point out. He wanted to act like he actually cared about his kids and shit like that, which I'm sorry to say that shit. I didn't bite that shit at all. Some people did. That shit. That nigga don't give a damn about his kid. Let's be honest. Exactly. His wife said, you had all them years to give a fuck about your kids, and all of a sudden now you want to give a fuck about your kids. Come on, nigga. Stop. I'm pissed off that people ain't saying shit about that. Like, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Just as you, and again, we're doing the right thing. You, Chiz, you, Joaquin, and anybody who's a brother like me, and because my thing is like this, you care about people all around. See, this is what we're not getting.
You gotta see how it is, man. First of all, he was already showing that he into little girls. He into younger generation. He went out, all those girls that he dated or met with were younger and ended up with them later on. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. But every single one of those girls he met young. You feel what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden
you don't have to say anything, right?
Let's not even go with the whole let's not even go with the facts in this. I'm sorry, because that's just facts to me. But
we have to go with the facts.
Exactly. Let's not even go with the facts. The thing is, this is what we've seen so far. 2 of the girls that he still has left, right? Both of them were young when he first met them. Both of them were young when they first came. Both of them were trying to be inspiring artists when he first got to them. And now they're both his girlfriends and don't mind being with him and don't care about they will do everything he says.
First of all, I'm going to cut you. Because one of the girls he met when she was 18, and the other girl he met when she was 17.
Still young.
Azelle? No, he met her when she was like, what, 13, 14?
No. One of them he met when she was 18, and then the other one they met
when
she was 17.
He did meet her when 17.
And the 17-year-old one, her parents did everything that they could.
But no. I watched it.
They did just about everything.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry.
He
already disconnected. But that's the one point I have to say that they had a problem. They did a real big oopsie. You do not fucking sign away your freaking rights as a parent to another man. I don't care if it's a temporary thing. Oh, I got a publisher that's gonna take care of your kid. They'll constantly call, blah blah blah. No, you do not go over there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna let that happen." I'm not gonna send my daughter to go ahead and watch my other daughter because no. I'm gonna go my black ass over there and I'm gonna be sitting front and center and watch you while you work with my daughter. That's what the hell I'm gonna do.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
If you
they didn't. They sat there and told him. No, they told him. They were like, "Listen, here." They wanted to the first time. They went there a couple times, but then they decided to go ahead and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna." I forgot what he said. He said he's gonna leave somewhere else. Or whatever.
See, you guys. They said everywhere he traveled the mom, the sister.
They were talking about Azriel, right?
The whole issue with you guys is you guys are holding these guys to having principles and values and all these moral values and principles. At the bottom, at the end of the day, it's all about the money. Exactly. The parents did it for money. You can't mix the two.
Of course, that's the problem. Once that money starts speaking, you're like, okay, this guy's a popular figure. He has a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say that he's gonna make my kid a star.
All them words coming out of all your mouth. Talk to me when we have equal power, man. No disrespect.
But you know that's never. That's
Yeah,
not-
no. Let's just no, Devin.
I gotta be
Watch
sitting
this.
down making dookie bread to get equal power to this nigga.
Listen.
Even though he broke.
Hold on. I want to hear this. Go on.
Right.
Yeah.
All we want to do is hold everybody, man, woman, child, and race accountable.
I feel you. Don't get me wrong. We do want to go ahead and we want to equalize everything.
No, listen, we're not talking about celebrities.
Nah, we're talking about in general.
Yeah.
Right. We're not talking about anybody that you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold everything equal. Meaning,
Okay.
I want top people when it comes to in terms of how much you're making, in terms of revenue value, in terms of stature. Let me no. Let me finish.
Yeah, we can't.
Let me finish.
No, I'm listening. I'm
Because
just
you're
saying,
you're blank. You don't have a race. You don't have a skin color. You don't have a color.
But it's not gonna happen because you gotta understand.
Right. So my thing is like this. Until that's the case, I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna go on record. I don't give a fuck about holding a specific celebrity or whatever accountable. Because listen. Let me finish, Debbie.
He took his crown off.
Let me finish, Debbie.
He took his crown off.
I want
Oh snap! Here it comes.
crown
as
is
many
off.
people that's on the top of the pillar to be on the bottom of the pillar to be in the middle of the pillar.
See,
Okay.
that's the thing,
Here's
man.
what's gonna happen.
Do you agree or not?
No.
Do you agree?
It's not gonna happen.
I
And
didn't
I'm gonna tell you why.
do
it's
you
not
agree
gonna,
or not?
No, I don't agree.
Okay, do you agree?
I don't agree because
I'm gonna be
it's not gonna
honest.
happen.
I don't think it really matters to what pillar,
Yeah,
where
It
we
doesn't
at.
matter. It doesn't
It
matter
matters
what
to
pillar it
who
is.
the hell
At
you
the
are.
end-
agree
at
or
the
not?
end- At the end of
You
the day, I
said no.
understand where you're going. You're trying
Right.
to say basically everyone should have respect.
No.
everyone.
What I'm saying is I want to see as many
I
people
can't read this.
in the ghetto, and you ask, just let me talk, in jail, in middle class, in high class, because my thing is like this. We know which racial structures are the percentages in this country.
Okay.
So my thing is, okay, hypothetically, if you say 70% are white or Anglo-Saxon or whatever you want to call it, European or whatever, this percentage, this percentage, this, I want that to be at the high, the middle, and the low.
Mm-hmm.
All equal.
So you want like
I
white
want
people
what's
at
fair.
low, black people up high
Right, no,
too.
I know what you.
I know what you mean. Like
But
you
Right,
want us
that's
to
what
be
is
same
what
life is
I
not
want
fair.
to see,
Mhm.
and I don't want to hear about this. And I'm not inaugurating R. Kelly. This has nothing to do with R. Kelly or Michael Jackson or.
So okay. So here,
I just
hear
want
me out.
equality.
So basically, you want equality, which
Right.
sounds like a dictatorship. Not dictatorship,
Yeah.
which sounds like what do you call it? Communism. Because at the end of the day, what is communism? Everybody is equal,
Yep.
and there is nobody. No one is richer than anyone.
Everybody gets
Everyone
equal
gets
share.
Equal
No.
share all across the board.
What
And
I
is that?
want is
No,
what I don't
communism.
see. No.
Right, you're missing
Devin,
the point. You're missing the point,
Devin. You're missing my point.
That's not what he means.
I want what I don't see.
There's a lot of people getting away with.
Devin.
There's a
You're
lot of
missing my
people.
point.
There's a lot of people getting away
I
with
get
things.
what you're saying. There's a
Oh.
lot of
Right,
like,
right.
like
I'm
if
not-
you look
I'm
at a
that are
lot
not
of
being held
our
accountable.
I
That
love
are
our
not
white
government
people.
officials
that are
who
not
get
being
away
held
with shit.
accountable for doing the same damn thing.
Because I know I don't. This goes to the
But
same.
That's like the dude from Trump. Like
I
Trump
don't want
getting away
nobody
with
laying
the
it back.
fucking,
Oh God,
the
black-
fucking the porn star that he just had sex with and he had somebody else pay
Listen,
for him off.
to
and he was
put
talking
it the
about
other way, let's just flip it.
Okay.
If blacks ran the United States, and you saw all in the ghetto,
Obama
whites,
2018.
and you saw all the whites were maybe 15% of
Not
this
even
country,
2019,
but they were 80% of
Jail,
the demographics in the jail.
in the jails and in the news.
And this and that, and you
doing
go
bad
all in
things.
the ghettos and this and that.
It's gonna be the same.
No.
thing.
Let me
It's gonna be
explain.
the same
I
thing.
would understand absolutely what if there's something they talk. I'd be like, that
But,
makes
alright.
perfect sense because those people aren't no different than us. Yeah, they might look a little different,
But
she looks different than
this-
me. She let me explain what.
Okay, hold up.
Calm
man.
down.
I got you. Go ahead.
She looks a little different than me, but yo, she bleeds like me. She thinks like me. She learns like me. She loves like me. She understands like me. She wants an opportunity like me. Who am I? And people who look like Jose, who's kind of brown and deaf. Give me a chance.
I'm listening. Oh, I'm listening.
Because my thing is like this. I don't mind that we're 15% or 20% of the United States. I don't want it to be 80% of the demographics in terms of the poor and the ones that's incarcerated and this and that. That is not split.
I mean, okay.
Here's my thing. I understand what he's saying, and if you want that, you have to change it from home.
Don't
it has to be changed from home.
Like,
hold on. It has to be changed from home. And it has to, and it does because it has to, because
the fact that the country's
trained you well because
the fact that
you would feel how I feel if I were you and you were me. I would assume that.
If 70% of America, if 70% of America,
I would assume you'd be like, yeah, that's not right.
All right,
I would.
This is my. Let me shut this down real quick. Let me shut this down. Fuck that. I'm just gonna say my word.
No, hold
on. Go ahead,
At the end of the day, let's just be honest. That man needs help.
I don't want us to be
exactly.
That man needs help.
He needs help.
No, what? I'm not talking about those guys.
Hey,
I'm talking
podcast.
about those guys.
Maybe we shouldn't say that anymore.
But we gotta talk about a bigger demographic of what's going on in society. Am I tripping?
No, I think R. Kelly, what he did was wrong. He needs to be held accountable.
That's right.
But there's a lot of other people doing the same damn thing that we don't hear about.
And has done it for hundreds of years.
But the people who are doing it, guess what's happening?
They're slowly coming out.
It's coming out.
You know what I'm saying? It's slowly coming out.
Okay,
And that's the thing. Yeah, granted, unfortunately, it had to target.
Wasn't slowly coming out. That's out.
It was out in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It was out in the beginning.
Let me say this. You don't think there were thousands of white people that died for the ability for blacks to be unslaved in the civil? No.
Where are we going with this?
What I'm trying to explain to you is this: it's way bigger than what you're talking about.
I understand that it's way bigger, but our whole thing is.
I just want it to be equal.
My whole thing is that everybody.
We are talking about
going on. And what happened is
I apologize on behalf of those guys' podcast.
I understand where you're going, but we totally jumped off a whole fucking topic.
We jumped off. Yeah.
Tangent.
We definitely just went. We took a left field.
Equality, but your equality starts from in the home. It starts from in the home where families
and this is where
kids and you have to train your kids.
And this is where I wish, this is where I'm sorry. Let me get a peek in. Let me get a peek in. Cause y'all been talking.
Raising your kids right.
Chiz is in this. Chiz is super in this right now, bro.
The media portrays our society.
We're not talking about media. We're talking about. So you're telling me that if I'm a
it's turned into a real debate,
and my son sees me coming up and he's around KKK members, and every day he sees us going to these Klan rallies, going to all these different things. You don't think he's gonna grow up and say, you know what?
Fuck black people.
Fuck that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that shit. But that's what I said. It starts in the home. If I'm white, black, Spanish, whatever, and I come home and I'm like, yo, look, you see Lo Man, you see his son, even though his son is Spanish, guess what? You're Spanish, he's black. Y'all both bleed the same. Y'all both play the same team. Y'all both play ball. That's your teammate.
And
that's your
friend. And that's the problem.
That love.
This. Hold on. I'm sorry. Can I gotta speak.
Hold on. No,
when you ready, Chiz?
It's gonna be that younger generation that changes everything. It's just like with the baby billionaires. It's just like with everything that's coming up. The younger generation will change anything,
and it will.
So all I'm saying is that, and that's why I say it comes from the home, because you have a kid.
Right.
You can't tell your kid, yo, you see that black motherfucker over there? Yo, fuck that black nigga, yo. What you need to do is shit on that nigga every day. Fuck where he comes from. If you say that to your kid, you know what your kid's gonna come up?
He gonna do that shit.
Like, man, he's such a nice kid, but you know what? My dad says fuck him. My mom says fuck him. My family says
hey, listen. Hold on. Let me talk. Cause as a dude, let me talk. Please let me talk. As a dude that dealt with a lot of freaking racism
And
since
by the
I've
way,
been down
the only
there.
way I'm gonna interrupt you. This is a guy that's in a, and I don't mean to throw your personal business out.
That's straight.
He's in a biracial relationship, so at
Damn
the end
right.
of the day, he knows
go out
more
with
than
everything.
most people
It don't really
what
matter
the
to me.
game is or whatever. So let
Don't
him
really
get
matter
his. Go ahead, bro.
I thought
Every
I was
single
the one
detail.
too, but I guess not.
Alright. Hey, but listen, truth be told, I've been through a lot of racist junk. I had a friend of mine who was a girl, you know what I'm saying? Her mom despised black people. And I was sitting down just on the porch. She didn't know who I was. She didn't know where I was, blah, blah, blah. But she saw me as a black man. She didn't know if I lived in that neighborhood or not. She treated me like garbage. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to sit there and defend myself. Like, listen, man, I don't know you. I don't understand why you hate me so much, but you need to get your facts straight. You need to figure out your shit. Because really, you talking about I'm a nigga, but you're the nigger. Because truth to be told, the real definition of a nigger, I'm sorry to say this word, and I apologize for saying this word and anybody that gets offended by this word, but the true definition of it is an ignorant person. So when you are being ignorant towards me,
Right.
how does that make me the nigger? You know what I'm saying? Where's the fact in what the fuck you are saying?
That's the whole point.
So,
But that's all that Fitz is trying to make.
I got
Where did
you.
she get this perception
I
of
got
you? She
you.
doesn't even know
I got you. Let me-
It's
let me-
the way that the black
let me
person
get
is
it.
perceived
Let me get it.
through media.
Let me get it. Let me get it. I'm gonna tell you exactly.
At home.
I've had parents.
Right.
I've had parents that come up to me. Me and the girl, white girl, we cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And parents be like, hey, I don't mind that you guys are friends and everything. Just I don't want you guys to get together because we don't do
And
cross.
don't get it twisted.
And I'm like, bro, hold on. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that anything to you? Like, first of all, how does that hurt you in any way, shape, or form unless you feeling some type of way about my race? You don't want my race touching your blood for what reason?
Right. No.
And how the hell you gonna try to make that sound like you're not being racist, but you are being
But
racist?
like I
You
said
feel what I'm saying?
originally, bro, there's
Now-
white people. I got people on my social
But-
media,
but-
and I'm gonna tell you this: they go harder for our culture than us.
But
They fight
They do.
for blacks more than blacks fight for blacks. And you, like I said
somewhat,
before, I don't mean to bring up the Civil
Damn,
War.
I can't believe
but
we talking about
the
this
reason
right
why
now.
I
Sorry,
bring
sweetie.
the reason why I bring up that war is because that war was an association for trying to get the freedom for blacks.
But
And there were many whites
Thanks.
that understood that, you know what, it's not about me being white or black. I could be any color.
Alright.
I know right from
But-
wrong,
Alright.
and I'm gonna fight
Damn.
for that.
Alright.
So I
So
don't
hold
look
up.
at her as white. She could be black, and you could be white, Joaquin.
Word.
It doesn't
Waking
matter
with a
about that.
mask.
It's about
Alright.
who you are as a person.
but this
That's
is
it.
and this is the
I-
thing.
And I think in
Hold up.
2019 we should get to that level.
Okay, and this is the
We're
thing.
not-
This is the
we're
thing.
not-
People
we're
have not.
segregating
People have
ourselves.
forgotten something. People have forgotten something. I
That's
gotta
all I
say
want.
this. I'm sorry. I gotta say this.
Go ahead,
People
bro.
have freaking forgotten something. And this
Yes,
goes
sir.
for blacks, white, Spanish, motherfucking everything.
matter.
You
We're
know
all
what I'm saying?
together.
We forgot the one mission that we were supposed to do during the Civil War, the Prohibition, all the bullshit. The thing that Doctor. I'm sorry, my bad. Not the Prohibition. What Dr. Martin Luther King told us, he wanted us all to gather hands and be one unity. One thing we forgotten, even in the Black Matters, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matters community. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of racism between everything. We show love to.
But yo, big up to John F. Kennedy.
Hold on.
Big up to a lot of white
Bruh.
dudes that were out there that showed
I
love.
want
Bruh.
to agree with you that. But
Tell me how.
Black Lives Matter wasn't looking at it as a racist.
I know they were not.
Right?
They were not.
So
You're
you
right.
can't-
You're right. They were not looking at it, but they've done many things that show how much hatred they have for certain other
But what
relations.
about guys
They
like
have.
John F. Kennedy?
They have.
No, now you
Bernie
get me fucking mad.
Sanders.
All right,
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold
Oh,
on.
shit.
So
Okay,
wait,
go
hold
ahead.
on. So
They
so
look-
when
you know,
you see
they're
when you
about
see a
equality.
kid when you see a kid walking and he gets shot 7 times, we're supposed to be like, oh no, that's fine because
I
he's
never
black.
said that.
When
I never said that. I never said
Black
that.
Lives Matter was there for oh boy.
But there
in
was
Mississippi.
many-
when listen to them. When they were interviewed, they said anytime anything happens
Yes.
to any black person and they
They-
get shot,
okay.
who is always there? It's always
They
the
are,
NAACP
and I'm not
and
saying
Black Lives Matter.
they're not.
So you
But how
cannot
many
say
times
that.
have things been screwed over by our own people? You feel what I'm saying? How many times have we did our own people dirty?
Our own people because we're trying to fight for
Not
our own
even
people,
not
and
even
you're
like that.
saying-
I agree when they fight for ourselves. I agree that we need to stand up for ourselves. But I also notice that we have forgotten about everyone. You feel what I'm saying? We have only focused on ourselves.
How are you saying forgotten about everyone? And they are shooting innocent black motherfuckers.
They are.
In the street.
They very much are.
No, you're not understanding.
Oh, I understand because I've been there, bro. I've been there. I've been on the receiving end. I've been on the receiving end of a cop trying to go ahead and put a gun at my face. I've been there. I understand that. But I understand hate. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, those guys podcast is getting real.
I'm not saying that they not. I'm not saying that they not.
No. All I'm saying. No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're. But you cannot say that Black Lives Matter is running around these streets being racist.
I'm not saying that all of them are being racist. I'm saying that there are certain things that we do that as black people can become off as racist.
I understand that, and there's certain,
just like there are certain things that white people do that are racist. Asians, racist. Spanish, racist. And I'm glad that you agree with me on that part.
All we're saying is that.
Yo, let's kill the noise, man. Let's kill the noise. That shit getting a little late.
Everybody got.
Let's relax.
We get all talk civil.
You cannot say that one group of people is what's causing that.
I'm not saying one group of people is causing that. See, that's the problem. Everybody takes that one thing I say and you say, okay, but this is why I'm problem. I'm saying that there are certain things that we have done. Certain things
and you're not wrong for that.
And you're not wrong for that. Done.
So what are those certain things? So explain to me what are those certain things so I can know.
No,
you're talking about
and
stuff like that. Explain to me what are these certain things.
This is literally a video where this Black Lives Matter, like it baffled me. I don't understand. There's a person picking up the thing, and I get that they're trying to write. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And they're literally taking out the trash. And this person picking up the trash, putting it back in, and throwing it back on it and laughing in this guy's face. What's the necessary of that? What's the necessity of that?
So when those guys went to Raleigh, when the white
Martin Luther King went
to Raleigh, and they was causing, and they was sitting there macing people, and they was sitting there doing all that stuff. It was all cool though, right?
No, it was not. It was not.
It was all dandy.
When all that shit happened, when the riot happened at that one place, don't think for a second I did not break no tears for my people. You know what I'm saying? Don't think for a fucking second that I did not break no tears. That shit's fucked up.
No,
don't get me wrong. It is very fucked up.
No,
for an African, what I'm saying is that Martin Luther King himself wanted all of us as people to unite, and we are forgetting that point. That is all I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we're forgetting that point. Instead of fighting and saying, oh, okay, we just want to do this or no, what we need to do is say, listen, you've done wrong to me. You have done wrong to me. And I don't want to bring hatred upon the rest of the world and show hatred as the way to fix our problems. That's what I'm saying. Let's drop the hate. Let's finally get together and try to fix everything. Because all we're doing is adding on to the hate. That's what I'm saying.
And like I said, where does it start?
Relax, man.
Please don't go there with you, bro.
And all I'm saying is, where does it start? It starts where? In the home.
It does. And I agree with you.
And all I'm saying, you can't look at a group and you can't judge a group by that. Just like I can't judge.
But when you sit there,
who are
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree. I've been called nigger so many times. I've been called nigger so many times in my life. You know how many times I had to put white people in their fucking place because they called me a nigger? You know how many times they had to sit here and tell me, oh, you ain't shit, you ain't junk. But I sat there with my calm voice, like Dr. Martin Luther King told us, to fight for our rights and told us what the fuck we did. I sat there and told him, listen, let me tell you something, the definition of a nigger. And I broke it down to him. And I showed them how they're being niggerish. You feel what I'm saying?
The reason they feel that way is because this country's run by whites.
I'm sorry.
And when you crucify black people when you're crucifying only black people in the public eye and media, they're gonna be scared of you.
But I agree with you. I agree. It does start in the home.
Before we do that, let's get our shots real quick. Let's get our shots.
First of all,
always say
it
starts from
yeah.
Main topic, it starts from the home.
It starts from the home. All we're saying.
only way we can shut it down is if we
By
talk to
talking
our
about it,
people,
right.
we talk to our families, we talk to our kids, and we tell them, stop it. Stop what we're doing. Stop this shit. Stop hating each other. We all bleed fucking red. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm fucking saying.
And those guys podcast.
Those guys podcast.
Woo! Awesome. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that shit was
Ain't nothing wrong with a little emotion, and you know what I mean, what you gotta say.
And I'm sorry we jumped off for R. Kelly.
Yeah, we did. Sure did jump off R. Kelly. Like, damn, man.
We didn't even get to mention Jesse, but this is Those Guys podcast.
We out.
Have a debate. Like and subscribe.
L House say we come. We about to get lit.
Stop crucifying.
Check out Fitz
the
and
media
Mark.
needs to stop crucifying only one race and acknowledge that everybody fucks
Everybody,
up.
Well,
everybody.
You know, we love everybody. It all starts at home.
Love your fellow
Every
neighbors.
race has bad
Love
people.
everyone.
Stop crucifying one race.
Right.
Let's make it equal, baby.
Can we just fucking drink and have a good time? Fuck this shit.
Can we?
No, we love you all.
Can we?
Hell yeah, we all love them all.
Let's change
Wait,
stuff.
hold on. Can we just shout out
Well, we ain't
Fitz
stupid.
and Martini for passing by?
Oh hell yeah, all the time, yo.
Love y'all all the time.
Hey,
Trouble.
hey.
Everywhere we go, we trouble.
I'm getting kind of hungry right now.
Hey.
This is my command.
Podcast, baby.